Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? It's your boy JB here, and we've got us some Saturday night action here going between the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. A huge showdown here in the SEC. Only one team really honestly can keep their hopes alive at getting into the college football playoffs. One would think here only one of these teams is going to walk out of here with still that hope intact here. You've got Tennessee right now entering the game 8-1 overall. They're currently ranked number 7 here, 5-1 in the conference. They've looked great. They have some big wins here. A win here against UGA this late in the season here. This is exactly what it's all about here for Tennessee. The path that you want is directly in front of you. As for UGA here, obviously 7-2 here, not the way you would want to be right now, but you're still technically in it because I do feel that a two-loss SEC team could possibly still get in there, depending on the team specifically. But you got to be able to win this one at home. You lose this one, you already know what it means. It's done. It's a wrap. It's over. So both of these teams here, it's going to come in here with the possibility to win here, and both of these quarterbacks an opportunity to go out there and solidify your legacy here tonight here, and we'll see who's going to do just that here. But hey, we've got the chat going, and the first person to get us started here is the Sports Kid 101. What's good with you? And he says hi, and also says go Tennessee. So we got someone here for Tennessee. Bet says I'm late here, and so hey, the game we're still waiting on the game to get started here, but I got you. Laney, what's good with you? I know who you got in this one. And Laney says, hey, JB, and go Vols here. So Laney rooting for Tennessee. Big game here for Tennessee. And of course, we got Samuel here. And Samuel says, what up, bro, buddy? Josh, he said, good tonight. And so, hey, JB's doing good also. JB is doing good. Appreciate you for asking for sure. How are you tonight, Samuel? How are you tonight? And Samuel says, doing pretty good. Bet. And Samuel says to press that like button and subscribe and have that notification bell turned on. Oh, for sure, guys. For sure. And appreciate you guys coming out here tonight. And this one is going to be a good one here. And ultimately, which quarterback is going to come out here and be able to take more control in this one? Make the plays that you have to on third down here. Obviously, both of these teams would love to get their run game going early and often in this one. We'll see how early they'll be able to do this one. But this one right here is what it's all about. It's going to be here at UGA. We'll see how that plays out here tonight, guys. But let JB know who you got if you haven't let JB know already here. And we'll be getting started here any minute, sometime soon for this one. Again, Tennessee, Georgia, SEC football. You might as well call this a pre-playoff game because that's exactly what it feels like here. Exactly what it feels like. And again, both of these teams here, their offensive line wants to come out and be able to control this one. All right, let's see. Sports Kid says Tennessee should win. We're at a 7 seed and they're at a 12 seed. And so I feel you there. I feel you there. You know, it's going to be a tough one on the road there, but I would love to see that happen there for Tennessee. I'd be very happy for you guys there. Again, JB's got no horse in this race here. I got to worry about my own team, honestly, but hey, I'm hoping for a great game here. And either way, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one's going to unfold here. It's obviously these two teams, they have the potential not just to make the playoffs, but honestly, if they get in the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out for anybody. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Kenneth, what's good? Kenneth says, hey, Mr. JB, how are you doing tonight? JB's doing great. JB is doing great here. Nothing like a Saturday. Watched a lot of football. I did watch some of that Clemson and Pittsburgh game earlier there. And also, you know, that Florida and LSU game there, in which, you know, if you don't know, JB graduated from the University of Florida there. So happy for them. They got that W there. Did watch my Ohio State Buckeyes play against Northwestern. That was pretty easy there. I did watch a little bit of Purdue and Penn State there as well. So, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff there. A lot of crazy stuff. Let's see. Kenneth says, you're doing good tonight and you had a hamburger and soup for dinner. Hey, that's what's up. You can always count on Kenneth to be eating something great. That's for sure. Kenneth says, how about the fight last night? And so, oh, man. Oh, man. Don't get JB started about that fight there. I mean, first of all, I got to call out Netflix for dropping the ball there because they fumbled that one there. I know they want a piece of the pie when it comes to some of that sports revenue there, but yet they had a golden opportunity. Lots of people, including myself, they were trying to chime in and watch it through Netflix, and they dropped the ball big time. That out the way, though, I mean, it didn't go the way I was hoping that it was going to go there, honestly, but I can say this. I can say this though. It did not look, like I appreciate the fact that Jake was, respectful to the legend Mike and stuff like that. You saw he did the bow and stuff like that. So I can appreciate the respect that he had for him. But outside of that, that's about as good as I can say about it. That was just like not what JB wanted to see there at all. The hype was certainly better than the fight. As C Sports Kid said, the fight was rigged. I feel you there. I feel you there, man. That was brutal. That was brutal. That was brutal. Between the presentation of it, all that stuff there, brutal. All right, but again, just waiting here to get back from the commercial. We should be getting the kickoff here relatively soon in this one. Have you guys been watching any of the other games that took place earlier today? How about that? The moment that JB's about to use his tablet, my tablet's already just on 4%, guys. This is frustrating right there. Let JB put his tablet, which I just turned on the charger here. So I won't be using that tonight. But yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it, guys. Big matchup right here. For one of these two teams here, it's going to be a lot of tears tonight. You fought hard all season here. I'm honestly, both of these teams here, the paths have been extremely difficult. You see in other conferences, I'll even say the Big Ten. You may see the Big Ten have a lot of teams in the top 5 here, but their schedules were nothing like you've seen here for the SEC. And hey, this is coming from a Big Ten guy myself who loves the Big Ten, all that great stuff, but I got to hand it to the SEC. They went out there, they're playing tough teams week in and week out here. And if they can get into the college football playoffs, they'll be battle tested because of it, and they'll be an extremely tough out for anybody. For anybody. All right, let's see. Sports Kid said you watched the Clemson game and you got the 50-yard quarterback rush for the touchdown to win. I saw it. I saw it because, I was watching, I saw Pittsburgh take the lead there. Now, when they kicked that field goal, I was thinking to myself, you know what? They left, what was it, like a minute 29 on the clock and stuff like that. I was like, that's a lot of time there for Clemson to move the ball there. And then I saw Clemson get a couple completions. I ultimately thought that they were going to tie it with a field goal and the game was going to go to overtime, but not so. Kay Klubnik said, I'm going to do it myself. 50 yards there on the run. I don't think he was touched on that one, Brett. It was insane what he did there. Insane how he finished that one. And Clemson, you could see the relief on their face there. That was one that they had to win there. Because if you're Clemson there, Clemson technically, they if they can control the table the rest of the way and get to that AFC conference game there, that could be huge for them. That could be huge for them. The path there, that could be very huge. You saying it was his second best rush of this season? And so, oh yeah, bet. Which game did he have his first best one? I feel like, was it like a little bit earlier in the season? Remind me, because I do feel like I did see a big run by him earlier in the year, but I can't remember what game that was specifically. But I tell you guys what, though, I'm a little sad that college football is going so fast because before you know it, we're going to have bowl season. And then after that, it'll be done, So, guys, enjoy the rest of this season. It's been a great season and it's only going to get better, but take the time to enjoy it because we know how fast things can change. All right, so we're about to get ready soon for the kickoff here. Again, any moment. They sure are taking their time with this one. Again, Tennessee, Georgia. Sports Kids said they need to slow down the college football season. And so, I wish that we can add more games, but at the same time, I know that it's extremely difficult for these players, if you add on any more games or anything crazy like that. But I feel exactly what you're saying, man. Like, it's going by super fast, super fast. We're already thinking about conference games in a couple weeks. All right, and they're showing the marching band here for UGA. The real question in this one is going to be Carson Beck. If I'm looking at it from UGA perspective here, Carson Beck has not looked great, for the greater part of the last couple of games here. But, we know he still has that ability in him to where if he gets it going, that can be one thing. Will they be able to run the ball there against that stout Tennessee run defense? We'll see, but it's going to come down to Carson Beck for them. And for Tennessee, if you can establish that run game and get off to an earlier start, I've seen Tennessee have a couple games where it's taken a little bit to get going offensively in the first couple, like first 2 quarters specifically. But if they can get off to a faster start and actually get the lead early on, then hey, power to them. Power to them, and that's exactly what you want if you're Tennessee. Get off to a fast start. I have no doubt that they can get that run game going, but if you can get it going earlier in this game, that's going to be very advantageous there. Then if Nico can get going too, look out. Look out. Let's see. Samuel says today game Louisiana Tech Bulldogs versus Western Kentucky Hilltoppers 12-7. What's the final in the Bulldogs run? I did not know that. Appreciate that, Samuel. Appreciate that update. And the real Mr. JB says, let's go dogs. Let's go dogs. And so, okay, so he's going for the dogs here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Sports Kid said it was surprising that Georgia lost last week. You're pretty sure it was. And so, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now they've had a couple close games, as well, but they're battle tested. A team coming in like this, you're at home. How many times do we get to see Georgia come into a game with their back against the wall? We haven't seen that in like a while, where UGA comes in with their back against the wall against a team that's not named Alabama. So I'm very intrigued to see how they are going to perform in this one here. That's going to be very interesting. But guys, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a very good game. I saw that Navy lost earlier to Tulane, like 35-0. And so it was nice earlier in the season. It was a good story to see Navy win, but nah, that's not it. And Mr. JB says, let's go, dogs. Sport Kid says, nah, go Tennessee. He says, go Tennessee. I'm excited for this one. Wait, Georgia's won 28 straight wins at home? Oh, wow. And look at that. The chances to make the college football playoffs with a win for both of these teams, a win, that percentage, according to the data that they're showing, 96% for Tennessee with a win, 91% for UGA with a win. That's huge. But look at it. What happens if you lose? If you lose in your Tennessee, it drops to 53%. Not the end of the world, but not looking great either. As for UGA, 36%, you might as well call it a wrap at that point there. So both of these teams understand the importance of this one here. We'll see how this one plays out for sure. Samuel says next Saturday game, you say Mission versus Mississippi State. Game time, you say 3:15 p.m. Central, and that's going to be next Saturday, 23rd. All right, I'm ready to get this one started. We've seen the hype, all of that stuff. I am ready. I am ready to get this one started and see how this is going to play out. But you guys tell me this, as of right now, what do you guys project in terms of who's going to be the two teams when it's all said and done to make it to the college football championship game this season, based upon what you've seen and what you believe when it's all said and done, the smoke clears, going to be the two remaining teams to get to the college football playoffs? Let me know in the chat who those two teams you feel like it's going to be. Again, I would say there are no wrong answers, but if you know your team's eliminated, then come on. But let JB know when it's all said and done, what two teams do you guys personally feel are going to be the two teams to play each other in the championship game? And also, if you want to let me know which one will win as well, that works also. All right, let's see. Samuel says today, LSU Tigers final. They lost 16-27 to Florida. That's right, Florida did win. All right, so here we go. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for here. Kickoff. Look at all that red in the stadium right now. They understand what this means. Tennessee's getting ready to kick the ball off. It is going to be UGA with the football here first. Kickoff on the way, and this game is now officially started. Catches it from his own 7-yard line. It's at the 15, 20, and knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Let's see what UGA can do here on their opening drive. Who's going to set the tone early in this one? Mr. JB says he's fired up. Sports Kid says Oregon and Texas. So you believe in Texas still? Okay. Okay. Kenneth says Oregon and Alabama and UGA and Michigan. So that's your final. You said Michigan as well? Okay. Okay. What is Michigan record here? How many losses Michigan got? Like, isn't it like 4 or 5? But okay. All right, here we go. Back in the offense for UGA. Shotgun formation, multiple tight ends on the play. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Tennessee showing pressure. UGA gets the football. Beck takes a deep shot for his first pass, and oh, what a catch. Wait, incomplete. Incomplete. Okay, JB was tripping there. Incomplete. I thought he had that one, but it's incomplete. So they took a deep shot on the first play there, and oh, he lost the ball. He had made a good move on the ball, just ended up losing the ball. All right, 2nd and 10 now, again from their own 23-yard line. Tight end goes in motion here. Gives it to the back of the backfield. Cuts up right up the middle there. Picks up about a good 3 yards on the carry. Laney says all she knows is that she hopes that Tennessee is one of those teams. I feel you there. Samuel says today game, Ohio State versus Northwestern, and the Buckeyes won 31-7. That's right. They did get that W. Absolutely. Sports Kid said, I'm not lying. Kenneth, Michigan is kind of trash this year. And so, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Too many losses for Michigan. Too many losses already this season there. All right, 3rd and 8. Big third down right now for both of these teams from their own 25-yard line. Beck looking, throws another one deep here, and it's incomplete. Could not get it to Dylan Bell. So Tennessee defense gets a 3 and out there on the opening drive there, and so they'll be getting the football, and we'll see what they do offensively. But great job there for the Tennessee Volunteers to get in there, get nasty, and force them off the field there, 3 and out. Incomplete. So Georgia taking a couple deep shots here. I wonder if this is going to remain to be the theme here today, but both of those deep shots unable to convert. 4th and 8. All right, punts on the way. Kicker falls to the ground. Might have been some acting involved there. But there is a penalty. Fair caught from his own 22-yard line. Now the punter's getting up. Did he really hit the punter? Because if so, that would be massive if he actually did hit the punter. Mike, what's good with you? What's good with you, Mike? Hey, Mike, talk to your Buffalo Bills. I don't know what kind of speech you got to give them, but your boy went on a limb to choose them to win tomorrow against the Chiefs. So they got to make me look good, Mike. They got to make me look good. Now, I know that you've been very supportive of my team with the Patriots, so I'm returning the favor this week. But I hope your team comes through for me. But how are you doing, Mike? Mike says, let's go. And he also said thumbs up. Appreciate that. All right, so now we've got Tennessee coming out here, led by the freshman. Nico, I'm not even going to mess up his last name, guys. I am not going to do that. But what I am going to say is that the kid has a big opportunity right here on this season, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. You know, this is the moment. These are the kind of games here where you go out here and it's going to be his leadership. How does he, if he takes a sack, how does he respond after that? This is what I'm going to be looking at for him in this one. From their own 22, Nico looking, throws it, gets the completion. He gets down quickly there. Nice pick up there to make it 2nd and about 4. They're hurrying up to the line here. I like the tempo here. Get something going. Going to run the ball here. And he's going to pick up about a good 3 yards there on the carry. Again, that's Sampson here. You can get Sampson going early and often in this one. I promise you're going to like the results here if you're Tennessee. That's what it has to be. Mike says we work together to beat the Chiefs. We have to, because they got to get a loss at some point. They have to. They run it again. And, oh, he's still on his feet. I was lost. The cameraman was lost, but he knew exactly where he was going. What a big-time run and a first down there for the Tennessee Volunteers. Again, that was Sampson there on the carry. Ran up the middle, spinned out of that one there, and that's what he does. All right, receiver goes in motion. Nico looking. Nico throws it quickly, gets the completion there to his tight end, tiptoes near the sideline, and he's going to be a yard shy of that first down marker there for Tennessee. Again, this is Tennessee's opening drive here. UGA went 3 and out. Tennessee's with the football here. 2nd and 1. They're getting back to the line here. Early, often fast. Love the tempo here. 2nd and 1 right now. Ball currently at the, looks like the 48-yard line. They're on 48-yard line, so almost at midfield. I'd hand it to the running back here. I feel like that's an easy play for him, but look at how far off they are from the receiver. A quick pass to him might not be a bad idea. It's a lot of space for the slot receiver right now. And that's exactly who they throw it to, the slot receiver. Man, he took a hit to the back there, but he got up. He made that catch there, and that was White with the reception there. So they saw the same thing that JB saw on that one. Georgia was so far backed off, you had no choice but to throw that pass right there and get the completion. So now you're on UGA side of the field here. First down. Nico, after going 3 for 3, he takes a deep shot with a rainbow pass, and oh, that penalty's coming out, baby. It's coming out. It's coming out. He drugged that man to the floor. You can't do that. You just can't do it. But that's going to be a flag right there every day of the week. Pass interference there on the defense. On the defense. Samuel says Missouri versus South Carolina, 30-34. Final with South Carolina getting the W. JB did choose South Carolina to win that one. He said Arizona State versus Kansas State, 14-0, second quarter. Appreciate the updates there, Samuel, because my tablet right now, it ain't tableting right now, so I appreciate that. But thanks to that pass interference call against UGA, you're going to gift Tennessee with a first down. And right now, they don't need any gifts from you. They are moving the ball here. I like what I'm seeing right now from Tennessee. They are moving the ball. All right, but here we go. Shotgun. 4 receivers on the play. 1 back. Receiver goes in motion. Snaps the ball here. Play fake. Throws it wide open over the middle. Like, what is Georgia doing? He is all by himself on that play. There's not a defender in the next state or anything like that. Like, this is just wide open. All right, so at the 19-yard line, so we're in the red zone now for Tennessee. They snap the ball, gets it to the back, and Sampson's going to pick up a yard on the play. Almost 2 yards there. Second down coming up. Again, first quarter, 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go. This is the opening drive right now for Tennessee, and they are moving the ball. Let's see, Mike says, shocked and not happy with Battlehawks as they cut McCarron. We got to get back to that, Mike. I did not know that. All right, quick pass there. Incomplete. That was good coverage there by UGA. Incomplete. So now we got a 3rd and 8. This is what I'm talking about here. On these 3rd down plays, this is where I need Nico to find a way to get the first down. If he got to use his legs, use his legs. But these are the plays that make a difference between 3 points and a touchdown. If you can get a touchdown right now, you can really set the tone here. So on 3rd and 8, let's see what Tennessee does. Samuel says Boise State versus San Jose State, 0-14. In the second quarter there. Oh, wow, really? And you said Oregon versus Wisconsin, 3-0, quarter number 1. Okay, bet. 3rd and 8 here for Tennessee. Nico gets the snap. Nico gonna run. He's taking JB's advice, and he gets the first down. Big time play. That's exactly what you heard your boy just said. I said he's gonna have to find a way, even if he has to use his legs here, whatever it takes to move the chains on these 3rd downs here. Now you got a fresh set of downs to work with. You're 6 yards away from the end zone, and you know that boy Sampson, he can get you in there. Time to run him, but let's see what they do. 1st and goal. Fakes it to him, makes the pass, ball deflected there. I would have probably handed it to him. He probably would have got you 2, maybe 3 yards there on the carry, but I like 2nd and 3 a lot better than I like 2nd and 6. All right, so here we go. It comes down to the play calling right now. You have got to find a way to get these guys open and give them an opportunity on this one, but you cannot make a mistake here. You cannot. I'm talking about no penalties here. I'm talking about no turnovers here. If you're Tennessee, you cannot make this kind of a mistake here. You got to make sure that you go out there and find a way. So here we go, 2nd and goal. Tight end goes in motion. They snap it, going to give it to the running back, and the running back trying to reverse fields here, cuts it up, and somehow, some way, what was going to be a negative play, he found a way to take it to about the 1-yard mark. I don't know how he did it. That was very Barry Sanders-ish on that play there, where he ran to the one side there. I thought it was a wrap, but he found a way to make it do what it do out there. Go Bars, what's good with you? Yo, what's good with you, my guy? All right, 3rd and goal. Oh, what is this? What is this? I literally said you cannot have mistakes here. So what was this? Was this a false start or a timeout? All right, this is a timeout here. Timeout here called by Tennessee. Okay, they want to make sure that they get this one right here. Okay. Well, let's see. Gold Bar says, JB, all is good with me. I hope your day has been good. And what up, chatting? So, hey, JB's doing pretty good. JB's feeling pretty good now. So I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you're doing good as well, Gold Bars. Absolutely. Let's see. Kenneth says, have you heard from Old Man and Lewis? And so, well, definitely, Old Man, he was on the live Wednesday. That's the last time I think I spoke with him was on Wednesday. So I know he's doing good. Lewis is probably hiding from your boy JB, but hopefully he'll be back. If not tonight, then at least for Sunday night, which is going to be JB's next live stream there, Sunday Night Football. I think it's what, the Bengals versus, who are the Bengals playing tomorrow? I forget who the Bengals are playing, but yeah, the Bengals and Chargers tomorrow. Bengals and Chargers there tomorrow. So that's going to be JB's live stream. That's at 8:20 Eastern time tomorrow, 8:20 Eastern time. So hopefully, if he's not here today, he'll be here for that tomorrow. But hopefully, he comes through today. All right, here we go. Heavy formation here for Tennessee. Oh man, that's a big guy you got there. Give it to the up back, and he's going to get the touchdown. That's a touchdown there for Tennessee. So, Laney, that one's for you. That one's for you. How about that? Yes. So, Laney, I know you're happy about that. Sports Kid, I know you're excited about that as well. AG, what's good with you? Yo, what's good with you? Minnesota must be off this week. I didn't hear anything about the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They must be off this week. All right, let's see. Samuel says NCAA college men's basketball, Oakland versus Kansas, final score 57-78. Meanwhile, extra point is good here for Tennessee. So they have the lead here 7-0. Again, that was their opening drive. And they were able to go ahead and to score a touchdown. That is massive right there for Tennessee there. On the opening drive, they were faced with, some third downs, but Nico made the plays that was necessary. And that's what I needed to see from him and need to continue to see from him if you're rooting for Tennessee in that one. So how about that? Laney says touchdown, Vols. Let's see. AG says, did you watch the Tyson versus Paul fight? What are my thoughts on it? And so, couple thoughts there. One, Netflix dropped the ball. Netflix dropped the ball there, trying to stream that game there. They had one job, literally, and they messed up big time. Big time. But that aside, though, I mean, did the fight go the way that I was hoping that it would go? No. Was it a concern of mine that it might take this route? Absolutely. I mean, no matter how great you are, at some point, age, if it doesn't take away your ability, it takes away your durability. It takes away how long you're able to sustain that. But I do want to give props, though, to Jake for showing, respect, a little bout it he did and stuff like that. And it's very obvious that he has a lot of respect, for Mike. And so I appreciate when I've seen that. But outside of that, that's about as positive as I can say, honestly, my thoughts on it. Other than that, what can I say? Honestly, if Jake really wanted to do worse, I felt like he could have the way it was looking out there yesterday. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Laney says, yeah, go Vols. And so there it is. AG says, yeah, the Gophers are off this week. Okay, bet. Mike says, how many college football weeks left, JB? There's 2 more weeks, I believe, left of the regular season after this one. Just talking about the regular season, about 2 more weeks. Then obviously you got your conference games after that. Then you've got, like the bowl games, college football, all that stuff. But really 2 more weeks left of the regular season, Mike. So it's winding down. It is winding down. At least most teams have 2 weeks left, I should say. I think there's that 1 week where it's like really just Army and Navy that plays and everybody else is off, if memory serves me right. But yeah, 2 weeks left for most teams. AG says, for real, Netflix. And so, yeah, I mean, because I know Netflix, they're looking around. They keep hearing all these Hulu got sports and stuff. They're like, why can't we do it too? This is why you can't. Everybody was tuning in. Everybody wanted to see this, and they dropped the ball big time. Everybody was scrambling to try to find it and stuff. They really dropped the ball. And what was so funny is that Jerry Jones was doing his best to hype them up. I ain't gonna lie. Jerry Jones did a great job promoting them. They failed themselves there. They had the promotion there. It's just they failed themselves there. Like that was massive. That was massive. And let's see. Samuel says Kansas State versus Creighton halftime now. And so, okay, bet. Our second half now. Okay. AG says, was hoping for Tyson knockout, knowing Mike has health issues and he's old, though. I knew Drake would probably. That's another thing. That's another thing right there. I remember the incident there on the plane and stuff. So I knew that this had to be just one of those things to where it's like, it's good. It got everybody talking about the sport. It had everybody buzzing there. So for that, I can understand that. And yeah, the fight may not have gone the way that we wanted it to, but you know, it wasn't as bad as it could have been considering the circumstances if Jake really wanted to take that route. So I'll go with that. So I feel you there. Let's see. Mike says your heart goes out to Jake. Paul, you said that he did not get himself punched out by Iron Mike. And so, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, the longer that I knew that this one was going to, the more rounds they actually went through, I knew that it was going to be like more advantage towards Jake the longer that this one played out there. So, absolutely. All right, let's see. AJ says Mike still had the power and connected a few good punches, but his legs just were not working. And in boxing, that's obviously one of the most important aspects. Absolutely. 1000% agree. But here we go for UGA here. Runs the ball. Gonna pick up about 2 yards on a carry, 2, 3 yards. So if you're UGA, you found yourself down 7-0 here in the first quarter now. You want to try to respond here if you're UGA. You want to try to get something going. The last thing you want is to go 3-and-out again and have to punt this ball. So Carson Beck, many other people believe that you're a top quarterback in the upcoming draft. This is where you go out here and you show a little something now. It's not been a season that you want. All right, tight end goes in motion here. They're going to go 5 wide. Quick pass there to the receiver, Bell, and Bell is going to pick up a couple yards here. Third down coming up, third and about 4 yards there. Tennessee's going to make some substitutions on defense. How about Colorado, guys? Colorado went out there and dropped 49 points. That was impressive against Utah defense. Yes, winning was impressive, but the drop 49 points there against that Utah defense colored me impressed. And what Hunter did, that was big time. He's now number one for me on my Heisman ballot. All right, quick pass there, caught by the receiver, and Bell gets the first down for UGA. Nice pickup of about a good 7-8 yards there on the completion. That's going to move the chains there for UGA. And again, the score right now, Tennessee 7, Bulldogs 0. This is the Bulldogs' second offensive possession of the game right now. Let's see. Mike says you were devastated by the third round. You realize Jake Paul might not get knocked out. And so, yeah, by the time we hit that third there, yeah, that realization was already in there at that point. All right, and again, we're here in the first quarter. About 8 minutes and 30 seconds there. That last pass there to deflect it. So we got 2nd and 10 coming up here for UGA. Again, who trail 7-0 right now. And a must-win game for both of these two teams. Tennessee hurrying to try to get lined up here. All right, from their own 39-yard line, UGA fakes to the back, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. Third down coming up. So you got third down coming up. So if you're Tennessee, this is big. You got them in a third and long situation right now. Third and long situation here. If you're Tennessee, this is where you got to get off the field right now. If you're UGA, must find a way to get a first down right now. You do not want to give the ball back to Tennessee right now and let their confidence continue to grow. But let's see what Tennessee draws up defensively. Will they bring any pressure here? UGA receiver goes in motion here, 5 wide. Quick pass to the receiver. Incomplete. Ball looked like it bit him on the fingers there. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up, and UGA will have to punt the ball. So, hey, great job there by Tennessee. Great job there by Tennessee. All right, punts on the way. And it goes at a bounce at about the 18-yard line, and that's where Tennessee will take over for their second offensive possession of the game. Let's see. Samuel says the Tennessee versus Virginia game start time is 8:30 p.m. Eastern on November 21st, which is a Thursday. Appreciate that. Mike says, Shador, you say I'm about to make more millions in his first round contract in prime time. Hey, you ain't lying about that. At least when you're talking about rookie contracts. You know what? Matter of fact, yeah, I'll stick to rookie contracts there. Well, oh yeah. Where do you think he's going to end up at, Mike? Or where do you want to see him end up at? Is probably the better question. Where do you want to see Shador end up at? All right, and again, we're at the commercial here. All right, let's see. Mike says, I just know from discussion, top five probably. And so, okay, okay. I feel like in reality, it'll be top three because I don't know who's going to have the first pick. And it's very possible, like if a team like the Patriots end up with the first pick, they're certainly not going to take a quarterback there. So they could end up trading that to somebody else who would like to get up, like the Raiders, for a first pick there. I would love to honestly see him go to the Raiders, and I would like to see Ward go to the Browns. That would be really good. But obviously there's a lot of teams towards the bottom of the league this year, so I don't know who, but I just feel like he'll definitely be in that top three. I feel like definitely in that top three. It's just a matter of which team, because some teams will value probably Cam Ward a little bit more, others will value Shador. It's a lot of factors that's going to come into play, and we know how the NFL is. By the time we get to the draft, they'll probably swap the top three about 3 or 4 times, honestly. Let's see. Samuel says, "Hey, Josh, you say on NBA team basketball." And so, well, you see the Lakers. I'm not sure if you guys can see it that well, but yeah, repping the Lakers here. Of course, my team here, but just following the Lakers casually for right now. Just real casual right now. Absolutely. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see what Tennessee does here. Second offensive drive. Can they find a way to find the end zone again? We'll find that out here shortly. But again, just a reminder, if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. And if you're new, do feel free to subscribe to the channel as well and become a part of JB Nation. All right, 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the first. Tennessee up 7-0. Tennessee snaps the ball. Quick pass there, caught by the receiver, and the receiver turns it upfield there, picks up a solid 7 yards there on the play. Second down coming up, second and about 3, with about 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter, with Tennessee already up 7-0. All right, make that an 8-yard completion there. Receiver goes in motion again. Nico looking. Nico on the move. Is Nico for the run? Nico will run, and he's going to pick up the first down there very easily. But wait a minute, there is a flag. There's a flag, and so let's see if this is going to be a holding call, perhaps. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is, a holding call. For sure. Let's see. Mike says your 76ers are rather hurt. Oh, man, Mike. Yeah, 76ers, they're down bad. You said, but we'll get it together soon when Maxey comes back. And so Maxey comes back. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. Seth, what's good with you, Seth? What's good? You say touchdown Terps, let's go. Bet. Who are they playing? Who are they playing? Who are they playing and what's the score? All right, so we got 2nd and 12 coming up. And again, penalty did them no favors there. No favors with about 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. Shotgun formation here for Tennessee. 4 receivers, 1 back. Gonna feed it to the back, up the middle. And Sampson's going to pick up a couple yards there on the play, 2 yards there. 3rd down coming up. So a big 3rd down. Once again, got to find a way to move the sticks here if you're Tennessee, because you want to keep your offense on the field. The longer your offense stays on the field, the better the odds are that you win this game here. Well, we got a 3rd and 10 coming up. Oh, that's right. You guys are playing Rutgers bet. Bet, okay. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 10. I actually did pick Maryland to beat Rutgers when I did my picks this week. All right, nice completion there. And he's going to get the 1st down there. So there you go. So Tennessee right now, I know it's very early first quarter, but so far on 3rd downs, they are moving the chains here. And that's really good to see right now. That's really good to see. That means their confidence as a team is really growing to get started this early. Now they run it up the middle. Sampson's going to pick up a couple yards here. About a good 3 yards there on the carry. 2nd down coming up with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Again, Tennessee up 7-0. This is only their 2nd drive of the game here, and they're trying to replicate what they did the first time out there. All right, shotgun again. Nico throws it. Oh, threw it to the back there, but too hard there. Sometimes you got to ease it up there. He knows that too. He knows that too. Just the running back's right in front of you. No need to crucify him there. He fired that ball in there. All right, 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 7. Tonight, they have been 4 of 4 so far on 3rd downs. That goes to show that they are moving the chains on 4th down. Can they find a way again to get a 1st down? Whether it's passing, whether it's Nico using his legs again, he's done a good job of deciding what to do. Let's see if that continues. Ball from their own 34-yard line. Will the Bulldogs bring pressure? Nico looking. Nico throws it, and Nico delivers. That pass delivered better than Domino's Pizza does. That's a 1st down. And he found his big tight end there near the sideline. Now they're hurrying up here. Snaps it. Feeds it to the back, and the back up the middle. Going to pick up a good solid about 3-4 yards there on a carry by Sampson. With 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Tennessee up 7-0. Let's see. Samuel says yesterday night in the NBA, the Grizzlies versus the Warriors final score 118 to 123. I did watch the second half of that one, and the Warriors got that W. That's right. All right, so it looks like 3rd down coming up here. And again, Nico that time on 2nd down brought down there, got him there for the sack. If you're UGA, you want to see more of that if you're UGA, especially now on 3rd down. You want to get your guys in there and get after the quarterback if you are UGA, because now you got a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 12. Tennessee is 5 of 5 so far here. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first. Volunteers with the football from their own 41-yard line. Gets the snap. Nico looking. Nico feeling the pressure. Nico throws this one despite the pressure there. Throws out of bounds there. So UGA gets the stop, and they will be getting the football as Tennessee will have to punt the ball. So UGA gets their first 3rd down stop. Let's see. Seth says Maryland is leading 17-14 in the 3rd quarter. Okay. Bet. Let's see. Mike says it's been a rough day. You got all the snacks out for the Bills game, but you're worried you forgot something. Got to check that list about 3, 4, 5 times, really. Oh, excellent punt there for Tennessee. That's going to pin them at about that 5-yard line. So now UGA coming out. They've got their work cut out for them. If they want to score, they've got to drive at 95 yards. We'll see what this Carson Beck-led UGA team has in store coming up. Let's see. Cheesehead, what's good with you? Yo, how are you? And let's see. Mike says, Thanksgiving side, please chat. And so Mike is challenging the chat right now to provide some Thanksgiving side. So you guys heard Mike. I'll leave this up here for a little bit here so you guys can go ahead and give Mike your Thanksgiving sides. All right. And again, we're at the commercial here. I'll go ahead and put a star here in the chat so that way you guys can, answer that here and give Mike your sides for Thanksgiving. Samuel says you're a big fan of the Warriors. Curry, you got Steph Curry jersey? Okay, bet. I can see Samuel out there hooping, like Steph Curry out there. I can see that. Steph says if the Bulldogs lose this game to Tennessee, will Tennessee be in first place? So as of right now, and I wish my tablet was functioning like a tablet should, but let JB check and see the current standings here because I want to be accurate with this one. Let me see. All right, so as of right now, when it comes to the SEC standings, all right, so overall, right now, the question is if UGA, let's see, you say if the Bulldogs, well, first of all, if the Bulldogs lose this game, Tennessee will advance to 6-1 in the conference. And so I don't know if A&M or Texas plays today or if they're playing right now against a conference opponent, but it's looking that way because who does Texas play? Are they playing today? But either way, it's looking it should be. It should be, but really that's really the thing. I don't know what Texas got going on there. So if not, then it'll be right behind Texas. Let's see. Mike says, what quarter are we in? We're still in the first quarter here, Mike. So I know I've been talking for a hot minute there, but we're still in the first quarter in this one. We got about a good, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play with Tennessee up 7-0 over the Bulldogs so far in this one. All right, so Cheesehead said mashed potatoes. Bet. Kenneth says dressing and green bean casserole. And Laney says you can't forget the deviled eggs, sweet potato pie, yams with marshmallows. Oh, don't get JB started now, especially that sweet potato pie right there. Y'all know how JB feel about sweet potato pie. If you've been here long enough to hear JB say it, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Then you throw in those deviled eggs too. Oh, man, but here we go. Bulldogs, shotgun formation. Multiple tight ends here on the play. Fakes it to the back, throws it to the tight end, and the tight end is going to pick up a good 8 yards, but there is a penalty right now. There's a penalty. So right now, UGA just trying to show some life offensively here, but that penalty is not going to help. Mike says, shout out Laney. And let's see, Samuel says, hey, Josh, you say, who I got tonight, Tennessee or the Bulldogs? And so I say right now, it looks like Tennessee's going to win this one. That's what's looking like to me. So that's what I got to say. Let's see, Mike says deviled eggs so good. And he says, shout out Cheesehead. Love the shout outs going on. And Mike says green bean casserole's a must. Absolutely. Sport Kids is back. Says, what's good, JB? I'm back. You had to go and eat. And so, hey, that's what's up. I understand that. All right, so after the penalty there for UGA, negated that last play. All right, they're going to run the ball here up the middle. And they're going to pick up about a good solid, about 5 yards there. About 4 or 5 yards. All right, second down coming up again. Still first quarter. All right, let's call it 3 yards actually, with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. So we're still in the first quarter. This feels like a long first quarter. I'm not going to lie. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. So you got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Tight end goes in motion. They're going to run it again, and he's going to get tripped up after picking up about a good 2 yards on the play. Third down coming up. So Beck trying to get them lined up here. Third down. Got to get 4 yards to get the first down of your UGA. Beck making adjustments here. All right, so they're going to shuffle the formation here. And now they're going to have 2 receivers top of the screen, 1 receiver at the bottom. They got tight end as well in the slot, and 1 running back from their own 12-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Beck looking. Beck throws it, but the ball is deflected, and that's going to be an incompletion. And he's lucky it was only incomplete. So how about that? Wow. Samuel said you're at the Georgia Bulldogs game in Georgia. Oh, word, Samuel? Wow. That's what's up. Cheesehead said Rose. Can't forget the Rose there. Kenneth says, if reach 3K, will you bring your girlfriend a rifle on the stream when I reach the goal there? And so she declined to join and stuff like that. She declined my invitation, so she does not want to join there. So won't be able to do that one there, Kenneth. But certainly if I get that, I know I've been to about 2,300 like for a hot minute, but man, look at this return here for Tennessee. What a return. That's big time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. They say big time players make big time plays. That was big time. Yeah, that was massive right there. Big time. All right, so here we go. Fakes it to the back, throws it, gets it completed there to the receiver, tries to keep his balance there. He'll pick up a modest about 4 or 5 yards there. Second down coming up. So right now, if you're Tennessee here, you are feeling that momentum here. You are sensing it in every way, shape, and form right now. Snaps the ball, 2nd and 4. Nico feeling the pressure. And the pressure's going to get to him. That's going to go down as a sack as he will lose at least a yard on this one. And so again, that time for UGA, they got him. He felt the pressure, tried to climb up the pocket there, but great job there by UGA. Now we got a 3rd and 5 here. So on 3rd and 5, ball at about the UGA 32-yard line. You certainly don't want to lose any yards and not be able to get anything here. So they're going to opt to run the ball, and he will lose a yard on the carry here. And that's not what they wanted, because Tennessee was thinking, even if we don't get the first down, at least make sure that this is going to be within field goal range here and make the field goal as easy as possible. But that time, UGA sniffed it out literally, and Lewis on the run lost 2 yards there. All right, so here goes the field goal kicker here to try to make it a 10-point lead here for Tennessee. All right, here we go. 52 yards. Kick is on the way. Looks good, and it is good. So how about that? He made that look pretty easy right there. So Tennessee, they're up 10-0 right now over UGA. How about that? 43 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Now, I know it's the first quarter there, but if you're Tennessee, you're feeling really good right now. This is what you wanted to see at the beginning there. So big time kick there, capitalize. Make sure you get some points there. You're up 10-0, and you want to continue to apply pressure to this UGA team. Samuel says tomorrow noon game, the Browns versus the Saints game. Start time is 12 p.m. Central. Okay. Cheese has said won the first round 27-12. 27-12. Bet. All right, so 43 seconds left to go here in the first. We'll see what UGA does. All right, no return. All right, Cheesehead said they finished the season 7-3, so not too bad, but they were 10-0 in the regular season the past 2 seasons. So definitely not meeting expectations. All right, so here we go for the Bulldogs here. Two receivers, multiple tight ends, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball here, fakes to the back, looking, back, throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Excellent job there by the DB to bat that one down. Samuel says next month, December game, Rams versus the Saints. Game start time at 3:05 Central, and that's going to be December 1st. So appreciate that update there, Samuel. All right, so we got a 2nd and 10 situation here in the first quarter with 38 seconds left to go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, and they will feed the back, and the back is going to pick up 2 yards there on the carry. 3rd down coming up. So right now, your UGA, you're down 10-0 right now. You got 22 seconds left to go here in the first. You're facing the 3rd down here. You got to try to find a way to get this first. Oh, it's a free play here. Free play for UGA. Throws it, gets the completion. A penalty may not matter because he's still running, and takes it all the way to the 35-yard line there. It was a free play because the defense moved on that one there, and that's how we'll close out the quarter, it looks like, after we get this penalty, and they're going to decline it because it was on Tennessee for the false start. Let's see, Mr. JB says it wouldn't hurt to change quarterbacks. And so I don't know if he still feels his way after that completion. Let's see. Cheesehead said, well, we lost a good senior class. And so, oh, yeah. People don't understand how important that is when you, and how big of it is to overcome when you lose a senior class. So, absolutely. Let's see. Cheesehead said, but round 2 will be at home next Friday, but it will be a cold one. You say high of 46, low of 36. Yep, that is too cold for JB. All right, so they will end the first quarter on that note right there after that big pass there by UGA, in which so far Carson Beck, he is 3 of 10 so far in this game for 50 yards after that 38-yard completion to Dominique Lovett. Big time play there. And outside of that play, everything else was going Tennessee's favor. We'll see if the second quarter continues to be that way. Samuel says, I'll go ready full drive next month to the Saints. So you'll be going down there to the Saints for that game there? Okay. Okay. Samuel be getting around. Be getting around. But right now, we're at the end of the first quarter right now. End of the first quarter. Tennessee's up 10-0, but UGA just had a big play. A big pass play there, 38 yards there. It was a free play because the defense jumped early, so they was already messed up on that play. If they can find a way to get into the end zone here, hey, this will make it feel like the game we were hoping for here. But if you're Tennessee, you really want to at least hope until a field goal attempt if they do get some points here if you are Tennessee. But the first quarter is in the books with Tennessee leading 10-0. And Nico for Tennessee, he is 8 of 12 for 69 yards passing. Let's see. Cheesehead said to put it into perspective, they thought it was cold last night and it was 50. Now, JB's from Florida, but I'm not going to go out there and say that 50 is, as cold as it can be now. Let's see. Kenneth says, what's for dinner tonight, Mr. JB? And so it's going to be some grilled fish, some grilled fish, some grilled squash as well, and throw in a little bit of asparagus also. And so that's what JB's thinking. Absolutely. And so 80s, what's good? First of all, 80s, Your boy Jalen Hurts, and company, they came through against the Commanders there for that W. Your boy said that they were going to get the W. And so, but I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the super chat thing. You said it's JB and his hat belief in the Eagles. I can't speak for my hat there, but JB did pick the Eagles to beat the Commanders. So there you go. There you go. I did pick the Eagles to win that one, especially being at home there. And sure, the Commanders are having a nice season, but the kid is still young there. And the Eagles erased Terry McLaurin for most of that game. He was a non-factor. So they really just had to keep finding their tight ends and throwing it to Austin Eckler out the backfield. They could not get it to their big play receivers. So shout out to them. And then Saquon, he did some nasty work, especially in that fourth quarter. He went off like a time bomb in that one. So yeah, shout out to your Eagles for that win there, for sure. Let's see. Eddie says that JB only gets dinner from Bojangles. And so, man, it's a little hard to get it from Bojangles here in Texas. In Georgia, that was possible. But here in Texas, yeah, that's not quite possible there for JB to do that. So absolutely, absolutely. But again, we're at the end of the first quarter here with Tennessee up 10-0. And again, appreciate 80s coming through, the founding member here at JB&M Sports Fanatic. Let's see. Cheese said you're picking Carolina against Kansas City next week. You say Bryce Young is going to get it done at home. And so, oh man, would that not be insane? Talk about you got benched, nobody believes in you. Then you come in against potentially an undefeated team and do that. Meanwhile, Beck throws it. Beck, incomplete. Excellent job there by the DB. I believe that was Gibson that game in there and batted that ball down. But that was an excellent read there. Great closing speed to get there. Samuel says, you're getting ready for the full drive next from Georgia to Mississippi. Okay. And 80 says, in my opinion, should Saquon Barkley win the MVP or at least be in a conversation for the MVP? I feel like he should be in a conversation, and he should certainly be, I feel like, in the top two for that conversation. It should be between Barkley and Lamar Jackson, the way Lamar Jackson's been playing so far here. But I feel like as the season goes on, the Eagles keep doing what they're doing and Saquon keeps doing what Saquon's doing. You got to mention Saquon there because Lamar has Derrick Henry. So if his numbers start to fall off just a little bit and stuff like that, it opens the door there for Saquon if he can keep doing what he's doing. Because right now, Saquon, he is the offense right now, how it's looking for the Eagles. So he's certainly in that conversation. No doubt about it. Certainly in that conversation. Certainly. Let's see. Cheese says that Bojangles is gas, but Chick-fil-A is better. Okay. Braden says, hey, JB, what's good with you, Braden? What's good with you? Did your Hawkeyes play this week or are they off this week? Let's see. Cheese said, nah, MVP is Chase. I tell you what, though, I went against him last week in fantasy. He dropped 71 points in my fantasy league, and I still beat my opponent by 30 points. Now, my opponent was in the zone, so y'all can ask him about it and stuff like that. But JB beat him despite the fact of what happened. But, oh, my goodness, pass there by Carson Beck, and that was a touchdown to Delp. Wow. Oscar Delp with the 19-yard reception for UGA, and UGA gets the touchdown. So that's going to make it 10-6 with the extra point coming up. Wow. Samuel says he is ready. He's getting ready for that drive there from Georgia to Mississippi. Braden says he is doing good. That's what's up. Hey, Braden, are you still doing the stuff that you're doing with the sport highlights that you're planning on making a business out of? Are you still researching that? How's that going? Definitely do keep us up to date with that. And 80 says, Braden, what's up? Let's see. Braden says, I don't know. I'm done with Iowa's football team. Oh, man. Braden says he's done with him, y'all. He is done with him. No, Braden, no. No. But our score right now, Tennessee 10, Bulldogs 7 here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 30 seconds. So the first quarter was all Tennessee. Will the second quarter belong to UGA? Let's find out. Right now, if you're Tennessee, how do you respond? You just saw the Bulldogs go down there and they put together a touchdown drive here to cut the lead down to 3. How do you respond from that? I'm going to be looking to see what Nico and the offense does moving forward. Let's see. 80 says, Braden, what's up? Braden says, hey, 80s. Braden says, touchdown. And Kenneth says, maybe old man comes in the stream tonight. Hey, perhaps. Absolutely. Good old man. I believe I'm going against old man this week in fantasy football. Yeah, I am going against him. Although a lot of my guys are on a bye week this week, so I really had to start what was left on my bench. They say I'm favored to win that one, but I don't know if I'll win that one or not. We'll find out. Braden says, if I leave, I have some family stuff going on, right? So, okay, I got you. And you say, so if you don't hear from me for a while, that's why. Appreciate you still coming through there, Braden. And JB understands that. Hope that everything you know is going good over there for you guys and going all right. But certainly appreciate the heads up. Appreciate the heads up. Kenneth says it's 62 degrees in Palaca, Florida. And so, okay. Samuel's, I'm sorry. Kenneth's getting the best weather I see. 62 does not sound bad at all. And so, oh man, 80's been a member for 31 months and counting. Oh, wow. And let's see. He says, JB, I heard next week you'll be trying to kick a field goal with Pat McAfee on college game day morning. You guys don't want to see that. You guys do not want to see that. It is going to be, I'm talking about most likely, I feel like it would be wide left. I feel like I would miss to the left for some reason. I would miss to the left. I feel like I would stumble in my attempt to try to kick and miss it badly to the left. When I say badly to the left, we're talking about it's going to really just go like maybe 5 yards forward all the way to the left. It'll be bad. Let's see. 80 says, Braden, I hope your family's okay. And so, yeah, second that. Absolutely second that, man. Absolutely. Don't know the situation there, but hopefully everybody's okay. Let's see. 80 says, emergency quarterback and kicker. And so, oh, man, I feel like an emergency quarterback and kicker. You guys remember when Chad Johnson, a.k.a. Chad Ochocinco, kicked, what was it, a field goal, extra point? I think he might did that a few times throughout his career. But shoot, who was the last quarterback that we seen to actually make an extra point? Does anybody know that? The last quarterback that we've seen to make an extra point. Let's see, Kenneth says, let's make 80s a mod. And so, man. See, 80s is very mischievous. If I put 80s as a mod, there's no telling what 80s is going to do. There's no telling what 80s is going to do. Let's see, Braden says, I'm planning on setting it up sometime next week. If things work out, I'm got to do a little bit more research. And so, okay. So you're planning on actually putting it into motion sometime next week. I feel like it's a good time, obviously, with Thanksgiving coming up, all of that stuff. So absolutely, I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. I mean, well, pass completed there, but no gain on the play. And that was Squirrel right there with the catch. Second down coming up here for Tennessee. Again, second quarter with 13 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And so 80s with the Randall Cunningham there. And he says, no mod, please. All right. Gets the completion there for about a good 8 yards on the play. Third down coming up. All right, so we got a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 coming up against second quarter with about 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go. All right, let's see. Braden says everything's good with your family. So your mom usually does a Thanksgiving meal a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. That's all. But thanks for the concern. And so, oh man, if it comes to the Thanksgiving meal, that's definitely a concern as well. But I'm glad that it's nothing bad though. Glad that it's nothing bad there, and hopefully that situation, gets worked out there for sure. We might have to see Chef Braden go out there. Chef Braden, Chef Curry, all that great stuff. I saw you. I see your boy Draymond Green drowning threes like crazy. Still getting them technicals though, but drowning threes like crazy. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun. Feeds it to the back and the back. Sampson's going to pick up a nice gain on that one there. About a good 6 yards on the play. Come on, man. We got guys out here flopping. Even the referee said, come on, bro. You got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. And let's see. Braden says, well, JB, I'm stuffed. Yes. All right, 2nd and 4. Nico throws it on the run. Beautiful pass, but he dropped it. He dropped it. Oh, man, he dropped it. It was so poetic till he dropped it. Look at it. The ball's right there. That's something that N'Keal Harry would do. That was a abominable drop right there. You just simply cannot call yourself a wide receiver and drop a pass like that. I'm sorry. You just can't. You just can't. Let's see, I see Rutgers lead 27-17. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, Green going to Green. Yes. All right, 3rd and 4. I'm about to check the basketball that you guys are using, Braden, because ain't no way the whole team just catching fire from 3 like that. Like, ain't no way everybody part of Splash Brothers now. It used to be an exclusive club, but I feel like now everybody in the Warriors is basically a part of that club right now. So I got to figure out what's going on. All right, let's see. 80 says Randall Cunningham was a quarterback and punter. You're too young to remember. And that's the answer to my question. My question earlier was, who was the last quarterback that we seen to make an extra point? I think the answer, I could be wrong, but my guess is Doug Flutie, because I remember he did the drop kick thing for the extra point during one of his seasons as a backup for the New England Patriots. So I think Doug Flutie's the last quarterback to do it. Again, my own answer to my own question, but I'm not sure if a quarterback specifically has done it since Doug Flutie did it that year for the Patriots, which would have been the most recent of those. So, but all right, here we go. 4th and 8 coming up. So right now, UGA feeling a little bit of momentum right now. They're not defensively. They're able to get some stops there. And again, Tennessee receiver just could not bring it down in bounce. He went up there for the catch there, didn't catch it, didn't stay in bounce, just didn't do his job. And the receivers on this drive let down the Tennessee offense. Tennessee's about to punt the ball again here in the 2nd quarter with 11:09 to go. Punts on the way. All right. Caught from their own 16-yard line. We'll see what UGA does here coming up. Braden says, watch Purdue you say watch Purdue play in basketball yesterday. They're still good even without Edie. And so I heard they got another tall guy. Somehow they're out here finding him. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. And I'll tell you what though, Ed, or however you say his name and stuff like that, I seen that even he was draining some threes from Memphis. Like he was draining them like they were easy. Like he's got a nice shot to him. Let's see, 86. JB's favorite cereal is Flutie Flakes. Not the case. Braden says good defense by Georgia there. And so it was. Braden, who you rooting for in this one? Are you rooting for Georgia? Or are you rooting for Tennessee? Let's see. Samuel says, "Hey Josh, is on bad severe weather thunderstorm coming tonight or tomorrow morning and Monday night to the Dallas, Texas area." So I did know there was going to be in for rain and stuff like that, but oh man, I feel like every stream we're getting bad weather JB's way. Let's see. Braden says, "Yeah, their big was actually injured last night and didn't play." Oh, okay, but they still won without him. That's important because it's going to come down to the others, man. Like the others have got to be better for them. Otherwise, they'll just continue to be a regular season team. And then when they get to the playoffs, they'll be bounced by the time they reach the Sweet 16 again, as they've done previous years. Although Edie's last year or E Day's last year was the exception to that. But usually they get bounced in a 16 round of 16. But we'll see. All right, so Braden said he's going for Tennessee. Okay. Kenneth says, "You're about to scrap metal. Have you ever done it?" And so JB has not. JB has not. Braden says, "Who would you have as your favorite right now to win the Heisman?" And so good question, Braden. Good question. Travis Hunter has officially climbed the top of JB's board here after that performance today. Colorado's looking great. You know, what he did spectacular today. He had an interception, receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown. And the other guy, Boise State running back, he's starting to slow down a little bit, just a little bit. So, yeah, Travis Hunter now takes the lead for JB's vote. So, and y'all know that JB was keeping it very neutral there. So, for me to say, yep, he's getting the vote there, that shows what kind of a game he's had. Let's see. Braden says Purdue's got two solid guards. And so, well, hopefully not too solid. I need Ohio State to beat them. I know Ohio State I think they beat, was it Texas, but lost to Texas A&M. So I need to see some consistency from the Buckeyes there. All right, let's see. Braden says Fletcher Morrow and Braden Smith. Okay, bet. And 80s with another super comes through and says Christmas Day 2024, Jake Paul versus JB. You heard it here first. A few weeks ago, JB had that Boise running back in. You say you're all Travis Hunter. I did have that Boise State running back up until this week. This is the first week that I've moved away from him for that Heisman thing. So yes, JB recently did it. But hey, that's what the season's all about. It's supposed to change, and you're not supposed to be stuck on one guy just because, it's the guy that you started with. All right, but right now, UGA, 2nd and 1, gonna run the ball and get the first down. Mike says Cooper the Gene. All right, 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the second quarter. UGA after picking the first down, they're hurrying up here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Receiver goes in motion, shotgun formation from their own 29-yard line. Another free play potentially here. Throws it and gets the completion. Tennessee, you guys got to stop jumping off sides, baby. Like you guys are making it easy because every time you give them a free play, you give them the green light to go deep, and they are finding them on these free plays. They're just doing it. They're just doing it. Let's see. Mike says Michelin Carter are great. And let's see. Braden says you still got GMT as your favorite right now, but Hunter is very close to taking it away from him. And so, okay, bet. Matter of fact, how is he doing today? Because I seen that Boise State was actually losing to San Jose last time I checked. That's not going to fly. If you're going to win the Heisman, you're not going to lose to San Jose State. Now, I'm pretty sure they probably got the lead back, but yeah, that wasn't the best look. Oh, a fumble! It's still in the air. Who's going to get it? Tennessee. Tennessee with the gift. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. The ball came flying out. Wow. Let's see. Kenneth says, you hope that Oregon quarterback and Travis Hunter both are good. You say they both are good. And you would like to see Oregon quarterback get it? Okay. But look at that. Bell. I don't know if he ever secured the handoff there, but that ball ran away like it was running for its life to get away from that guy. That's a huge play for Tennessee because the momentum was with Georgia. Yes, Tennessee's up 10-0, but UGA, they had scored earlier this quarter. They were moving the ball here. They were feeling confident, but this right here is exactly what Tennessee needed right here from a confidence perspective there to get this ball. So that's massive. That's massive. Why are they reviewing the play? That was a clear and obvious fumble. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are they trying to say that that was not going to count as a carry, but yet as a rush? Is that what they're saying? Because if it's a rush, they're saying what? What? Oh wow! So they counted as a pass there, and that's what can I say? What can I say, y'all? Let's see. Braden says it's tied at 14 now, and so okay. How many rushing yards he got? How many rushing yards he got? All right. So UGA caught a break. Caught a break. 2nd and 10. They're at the Tennessee 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Quick pass there to the receiver. And the receiver, he lost the ball too. He lost the ball too. Oh my goodness. These receivers are acting like they're sponsored by Netflix right now with how much they're fumbling the opportunity. They better be lucky they recovered that. Clearly, they never heard of stickum glue. Wow. Wow. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on. All right, here we go. Beck throws it short. Caught by the back, and he gets tripped up to about the 21-yard line there. Let's see, Braden says Cincy not having the best game. And so, ooh, 57 yards on 17 carries. What quarter are they in? That's not good at all. I know a lot of people took the over on him. Some people started taking the under, but that's wild. That's wild. All right, 2nd and 6 coming up here for UGA. Braden said they got lucky. It is the right call, though. Braden says buffering like Netflix. He caught that one. He caught that one. And so Rising Rhino in the building. What's good with you? What's good? Meanwhile, that pass there, incomplete. You would have thought that they were playing in Jerry's world here and the sun was in his way or something like that, the way that that ball was incomplete. But 3rd down coming up. Just receiver never knew the ball was coming in his direction here. Was not expecting it. Couldn't locate it. And Humphreys just, what can you say? But Rising Rhino, talk to me, man. How's life treating you? And he says, did he sponsored by Netflix? I surely hope not. All that baby oil would explain why Netflix fell apart like that. All right, 3rd and 6. Bootlegging, throws it. And that's going to be a completion there. Big time 1st down there for UGA. Massive play there for the Bulldogs to get a 1st down there. So 1st and 10, 2nd quarter with about 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go here before we reach halftime. And again, the score right now, Tennessee 10, Georgia 7 right now. Let's see, Braden says 3rd quarter. Kenneth says it might be the weather because of the Cree. Let's see, Rising Rhino joining the party. That's right, because the party don't stop till Rising Rhino starts. Stops by. Let's see, 1st and goal from the 10. And Braden says, hey, Rising. All right, here we go. All right, and gets the carry there. Picks up a couple yards there on the play. And again, here in the 2nd quarter, with about 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Again, Tennessee up 10-7, but can UGA get into the end zone here? If you're Tennessee, obviously you don't want that to happen. But if you're the Bulldogs here, you're all about that. You are all about that. So far in this game, though, Nate Frazier, he's got 6 carries for 17 yards so far here in the 1st half in this one. And let's see. Mike says, Rhino, you again? And Kenneth says, hey, Rising Rhino. And Rising Rhino says, Rising's back again. Meanwhile, going to be a yard shy of that end zone there, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty here in the 2nd quarter with about 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Penalties can certainly alter the momentum. How about Florida beating LSU, guys? How about that? Let's see. Braden says, I don't think Georgia has curtains for the sun, JB. Right? Guys, what's going on with the Oregon and Wisconsin game? Is anybody watching that? We have not mentioned Oregon and Wisconsin. They're a couple seconds away from halftime, and Oregon is up 6-3 against Wisconsin. 6-3. What is going on in that one? Can Oregon potentially get upset in this matchup? Meanwhile, it looks like Dylan Bell is being checked out by the medical staff here for UGA, and they certainly need him out there. Let's see. Rising Rhino says, hey, K to C to the C. Let's see. Rising Rhino says, the chatter is a bit mad. Yes. Let's see. Rising Rhino says, hey, yo, Sam. Let's see. Samuel says, is Rising Rhino doing a live tomorrow? Yeah, do let us know if you're going to be live tomorrow or not. So that way we do know. Rising Rhino saying, no party like a rhino party. There it is. There it is. Rising Rhino says, Samuel, so you're going to be doing the Colts and Jets game and then the Grey Cup? Nice, nice. Meanwhile, Beck throws it into the end zone there, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Georgia Bulldogs, and they take the lead for the first time in this one here. And Carson Beck, he just unloaded for a touchdown, and guess who again? Oscar. We're not talking Oscar Meyer here. We're talking about Oscar Delp with the reception in his second touchdown of the game here for UGA. Wow. So how about that? How did he do it? Fool me one time, shame on me, but you got him twice out there. Maybe Tennessee should keep an eye on this kid. That time they committed to the run, and it was all, oh man, great. Nice pass too, got it there. Excellent job there by the big man. 10 plays, 84 yards, 4 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. And now the extra point. It is good. All right, let's see. Braden says Florida is most likely going to make a bowl game. And so, considering the schedule and considering all the injuries that Florida had to deal with early on in the season, everybody was calling for the head coach's job. They had to overcome a lot this season. So, to just be in a conversation for a bowl game for them specifically, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. For show, for show, for show. Let's see. Braden says, oh, that's an ugly game. And so, yes, yes, it's not even Thanksgiving, and the Ducks are out there getting cooked like that. That's not a good look for them. Not a good look at all. Now we'll see in the second half they can make it look more respectable. But if Wisconsin finds a way to pull this one off, I feel like a couple weeks ago Wisconsin almost pulled an upset against somebody, but their quarterback threw a dumb interception, I think, for like a pick six. It might have been when they played Penn State, actually. I think they played Penn State pretty tough, but then towards the fourth quarter, their quarterback threw like a pick six or something because they were in the game against Penn State till like mid to late fourth quarter, I think, if memory serves me right, this year when Wisconsin played Penn State. So it could just be that Wisconsin, despite their record, is a pretty tough team. It could be kind of like in the SEC where you have Kentucky, despite their record, they're a good team. So it could be. And Samuel says, game weather cool at Georgia. Bet, bet. And Rising Rhino says 1 p.m. Eastern. Bet. That's what's up. That's what's up. And again, currently right now, we are at the commercial here. And just a reminder that JB will be going live again tomorrow night. And that's going to be Sunday Night Football. So hopefully by the time we join for Sunday Night Football, hopefully JB's fantasy football team will be in good standings here, you know. So perhaps that'll be the case. I hope that to be the case there. But again, that's going to be the Bengals and the Chargers here. Chargers having a quietly good season. Bengals still trying to save their season. We'll see how that one plays out there. We'll see how that one plays out. For sure, for sure. And let's see. Rising Rhino says, it's all good, Kenneth. Hope all is well, buddy. Hope all is well. Let's see. Samuel says, hey, you Rising Rhino tomorrow, live stream start time. Yep, so you answered that one already at 1 o'clock there. So, absolutely. Absolutely. Tell me this, though, Rising Rhino, when it comes to the week of Thanksgiving, have you already thought about your schedule for that week and what you're going to look to do during the week of Thanksgiving? In terms of how many games you're going to be streaming during that week, what your schedule is going to look like? Because I've given it some thought. I'm going to do like the first Thanksgiving game, which is, I believe, Detroit and Chicago. So I'm going to do that game on Thursday for Thanksgiving. And I'll have to see about the rest of the week how that plays out. All right, I see that A&M is going against New Mexico State. Does Texas play today, or did they play earlier today? I think they might have played earlier today, but I can't remember who Texas played early on. Let me take a look and find out. And again, if you're Tennessee, you jumped out early in this one, 14-10. But in football, momentum can change fast just like that. It can ultimately change. So now you're Tennessee. You got to get something going again. 6 minutes and 36 seconds here before we reach halftime. So here we go. From our own 25-yard line, Nico on the move. And takes off and picks up about a good 4 yards on the quarterback run. Second down coming up with about 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the score right now. UGA 14, Tennessee 10. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Wisconsin actually has the lead 10-6 at halftime. Meanwhile, Tennessee running back picks up the first down. Excellent run there by him. So now I've got a bookmark on the side, that Oregon-Wisconsin game, so I can keep an eye out for that one. And also the Boise State and San Jose State game. All right, face to the back. Nico looking. Nico throws over the middle. Nice completion there. Big time completion. Now we're on UGA side of the field at about their 46-yard line there after that big completion there to Squirrel White with about 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go here before halftime. Again, UGA up 14-10 right now. All right, so Texas beat the Razorbacks already. So I do believe if Tennessee wins this game, that should move in the first place. Seeing that A&M played a non-conference game there. So if Tennessee wins this one, that should move in the first place in the conference because they'll be the only one that's 6-1. Because Texas, I think, is 5-1. Ooh, could have been a little face mask there. Oh, towards the end of that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He did that towards the end of that one. Did he drop it? So that was a drop there. Okay, so that was an incompletion right there. Incompletion. This is why JB's not a referee right now, because some of these guys are getting away with it. They'll be getting away with it. That's for sure. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 10. All right, so run and play, and look at all that space. He's still running, doing his own impersonation of beast mode on that one, and get it to about the 45-yard line of Georgia. So for you longtime Tennessee fans, tell me if you've seen a running back with the last name Lewis before that doesn't bring back good memories. And Nico brought down for the sack there. So UGA gets him for the sack at about midfield there. That's a huge sack right there. Absolutely huge sack. Let's see. Samuel says Rising Rhino is on tomorrow. That's right. Yep, live streaming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Ooh, Illinois won 38-16. USC beat Nebraska 28-20. All right, but here goes Tennessee out of the shotgun. Draw play up the middle. Picks up a solid 3-4 yards there on the carry. Third down coming up with about 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Sampson's going to come back into the game here for Tennessee. So this is a big third down right now if you're Tennessee. Big third down right here. Ooh, Liberty just did beat UMass 35-34. All right, so 3rd and 11. Can they got? I feel like you got to get a first down here if you're Tennessee. This could be so huge if you can get a first down. Snaps the ball, feels the pressure, throws it behind his back, and that is going to be. Oh, they're going to stop it. They're going to stop the play here. Timeout. So the coach got the timeout, and good thing he did because that rush, it was getting there. It was indeed getting there. Let's see what other games we have taking place right now. So we got North Carolina versus Wake Forest in the second quarter. North Carolina's up 7-3. Cincinnati's up against Iowa State 10-7. And you guys remember when JB called out Iowa State for being fraudulent earlier in the season, and they have since lost a couple games this season. So let's see who else is playing. Texas A&M, no problem against New Mexico State, 24-0. Arizona State, they are beating Kansas State 24-0 in the third quarter. So they are really letting them have it. And right now, Rutgers on top of Maryland, 31-17. That's not good. JB chose Maryland to win. I need Maryland to come back in that game. Otherwise, my college picks this week are not looking too good. All right, so 3rd and 11, again, here in the second quarter with 4:05 left to go for Tennessee. Shotgun formation, ball at the UGA 46-yard line. And throws it to the receiver, gets the completion. He's going to extend as far as he can. He picked up about 10 yards, but he's still going to be shy of that first down marker there. So being a yard shy, do you go for it? I think you do. Now they're going to call it 2 yards here. They're going to call it 2 yards shy, but I think it's the right decision to go for it because you play to win the game. In the game of this magnitude here, you want to get this momentum back, especially before the half. You just got to make sure you call a good play here. You cannot come out here calling a bad play. You just can't do that. Just can't do that. Let's see, Samuel says soon next year, 2025. And they get the first down due to the sheer greatness of Sampson. Not a bad call at all to give the ball to him. If you need 2 yards, you're going to call Dalen Sampson, who's got 10 carries for 30 yards so far in this one. I'm sorry, 41 yards in this one. All right, 3 minutes left to go here before halftime, guys. 3 minutes left to go here before we reach halftime. All right, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Running back goes in motion towards the top of the screen here. Snaps the ball, looking, throws it high to the back, and the back makes the reception there. Picks up a good solid about 5 yards there before he's knocked out of bounds. Running back had to get up there to make that catch. He had to get up there to make that catch. Ooh, I see Boise State tied it up now. Okay, so it's all tied up 21-21. Current drive, 9 plays, 48 yards, 4 minutes, and about 4:30 off the clock in terms of time possession and counting. And Nico's making adjustments here. But about 5 seconds. Now, Tennessee's only got one timeout remaining here, but it's at the 2-minute mark. So 2-minute mark. But again, Tennessee working with one timeout. UGA has all 3 timeouts. So as soon as they get the ball back, UGA is going to be trying to score. So if you're Tennessee here, each and every first down is important here, and you want to make sure that you score and you leave them little to no time left for them to score themselves. But so far in this one, looking at the stats here, we'll start with Tennessee. So Nico's currently 12 of 19 for 93 yards passing. Rushing rise for Tennessee. Their leading rusher is Dalen Sampson. He's got 10 carries for 41 yards. Their leading receiver is Squirrel White here for Tennessee. He's got 4 catches for 23 yards. Now, on the flip side, for UGA, Carson Beck, 11 to 21 for 145 yards passing and 2 touchdowns so far in this one. Rushing rise, the leading rusher here for the UGA is Nate Frazier. He's got 6 carries for 17 yards. And receiving wise, it is Lovett, the leading receiver. He's got 1 catch for 38 yards. Now, Oscar Delp, though, got to mention him because he's got 2 receiving touchdowns here for UGA. But yes, no idea what is going on with the Oregon Ducks over there. But the Ducks, they are in trouble. I'm just mad that we couldn't hold them like this. But again, we're at the commercial here. All right, let's see. All right, so Kenneth says North Carolina 7-3 over Wake Forest, about to be halftime. What is Wake Forest's record so far this season? I have not paid too much attention to Wake Forest this year as I have in years past, but I wonder what their record is so far this season. Let's see. Wake Forest is currently 4-5 on the year, so an up down kind of year for Wake Forest. Okay. I need my tablet to be charged. Guys, every time I go live, it's something about my tablet just always doing the same thing to where it's just like, I'm like, what are you guys doing? And for those of you still watching, does anybody have your fantasy teams that's currently right now looking like they're going to make the playoffs, or you need to have a big week to help your team have the chance to make the playoffs? Let's see. Laney says, you mean Oregon is losing? And so, yes, Oregon is losing. Like, what was it, 10-6? Oh, wow. Look at that. What a big touchdown run for Tennessee. So Dalen Sampson comes through for the touchdown. He says, holla at your boy in the end zone. 27-yard touchdown run. Made it look easy, like he was slicing cheese up the middle. And man, he might not have been touched. He might not have been touched. That was big time. That was big time. So now the extra point. And the moment that you let Sampson get going like that, look out. Ooh, extra point. Good. Barely got that one in. It's good. Okay. So how about that? So Tennessee says, we're about to go ahead and take this lead here before halftime. But UGA's got all 3 timeouts to work with. They've got just under 2 minutes, about 1 minute and 54 seconds left to work with here. So UGA's thinking, you left us a lot of time to try to respond. But that was huge right there for Tennessee. And that's what you got to do. If you want to get into that college football playoffs, you need to have moments like that. So how about that, Laney? How about that? How about that? right, kickoff on the way. No return. All right, and again, halftime coming up soon. All right, so Carson Beck got his work cut out for him right now. His team down 17-14, but he's got a minute 54 seconds to work with in all 3 timeouts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end motions out here. Shotgun formation. Gets this now. Tennessee sends for Beck. Going deep. Beck has a man. Beck gets it to his man. Goes to the bounce around midfield there. And that's going to be a first down there for the Georgia Bulldogs there on the play. Again, the score right now, Tennessee 17, UGA 14. That was a massive completion there on first down. How do you let that happen there if you're Tennessee? I have no idea. But you had to know that they had to throw this ball here. And that time, he just had a good matchup there. The guy guarding him, number 35, looks like he ain't got no speed to stick with him. And of course, that was Oscar Delp. They love his matchup. Oscar's putting in work, guys. A minute 50 left. Runs it up the middle there. He gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. But 27 paid the ultimate price for that tackle there. He's in a bit of pain. With a minute 43 left to go. Yep, so that was, again, a big-time play there by the edge off the stunt, but ultimately got injured on the play. Hopefully it's nothing serious, and we'll see him back here in the second half, hopefully. Number 14 overall prospect in the 2025 NFL Draft. And Samuel says that soon next month will be Christmas. That's right. And Samuel says all he wants for his birthday, for Christmas, is to see Mississippi State bring home a championship one day. That's what he wants for Christmas. But no, he wants a PS5. Braden says 10-6 Wisconsin. I know, right? I know, right? Black Medicine would be very happy to see Wisconsin with the lead there. He'd be ecstatic right now. I just hope that that Wisconsin doesn't mess things up in the second half here. All right, 2nd and 14. Tosses it here to the back, and the back. Oh, look at him run. Picks up the first down there on the play. And that was Frazier there on a carry. They got to take him off there so he can get his shoe tied. Ran so hard he ran out of his cleat. Bama took care of business against Mercer. Let's see, Simon says, yep, PS5. And Braden says even Evan Stewart has 8 catches already, though. And so, that means they've been targeting him a lot. All that, and they only got 6 points. Yeah, Stewart's the truth, though. He's been cooking some DBs this year. I've seen that firsthand. Oh, he got a finger on it just enough to knock that one off course. 58 seconds left here before halftime in UGA. They still got their timeouts, all 3 timeouts. 58 seconds. They get the ball at the 40-yard line of Tennessee. So they got plenty of time. Receiver goes in motion. Gets the snap, looking back, throws it, completed to the 31-yard line. And of course, Delp, his 4th catch of the game. So with 50 seconds remaining here, they're going to go ahead and burn up one of those timeouts. Their first timeout of the game. So they still got 2 timeouts remaining. They got 51 seconds left. 3rd and 2. And again, Oscar Delp so far in this one, 4 catches, 56 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Let's see if he's got one more in him tonight. All right, 3rd and 2. And Beck's going to keep it himself there. And Beck's going to get the first down. Takes it all the way to about the 24-yard line there. Design quarterback run. 48 seconds. They're hurrying up. They want to hurry this one up. Again, they still got 2 timeouts here, but they want to run a play. They get lined up. They snap it. Beck looking. Beck throws it short. Completed. And he gets the first down. But wait a minute. There's a flag. Slow everything down. There is a penalty. Let's see what this flag is. Ooh, so it's going to be holding against UGA, and that's a big penalty there because you were moving the ball nicely there, but that penalty right there slows it down a little bit. All right, so 1st and 20. Back throws it, completed there to the tight end, and takes it to about the 28-yard line with 25 seconds left to go. So can UGA get a touchdown here? Can UGA get a field goal here? Can Tennessee find a way to get a stand here? Georgia's going to call a timeout here, the second timeout here. They're going to talk about things. Again, great field position at Tennessee 24-yard line. So if you're UGA, you're thinking you want a touchdown, but you can at least come away ideally with 3 points. We'll see how that plays out. I'm sorry, they're actually 2nd and 14 here. All right, so you got a 2nd and 14. Gets the snap, back, going deep, incomplete. Incomplete. And they're going to call a pass interference call there, which is big. That's big because we're out here gifting first downs right now. We're out here gifting first downs. Let's see the replay here. Yep. Called him there. Can't be doing that. The thing is, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it, honestly. But you give them a first down. 22 seconds. They still got 1 timeout. Both teams have 1 timeouts. 1st and 10 from the Tennessee 13-yard line. Throws it. Ooh, if you could have came up with a pick, bro, that would have been big time. That would have been big time for Tennessee if you'd have came away with some type of interception there. Because you look at it, he had a chance at it. Only the DB had a chance. Excellent job, excellent coverage. Just could not finish it. You see those Gator arms in motion, bro. Like it just could not make a play to pick it off. But an excellent job in that backfield there. But that's just one of those plays where if you make that play, that's the kind of stuff that changes things for the team. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Again, UGA with the football. Beck throws one up there all by himself, but he bobbled it incomplete. Oh my goodness, there's nothing worse if you're a quarterback than you find your target in the end zone by himself there, and he juggled and dropped it. Wow. Look at it, all by himself there. By the time they couldn't even make the reception at the end there. So just all out bad there. All out bad. Incomplete. I mean, unless you're rooting for Tennessee, then it's not that bad after all. All right, 3rd and 10. 2 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap the ball. Snaps it with 0 seconds there. That's right. That's going to be a flag, which is going to back them up 5 yards. All right, let's see. 3rd and 15. And Beck throws it away. Just throws it away that time. All right, I get it. 4th down coming up. Being tied is not bad, considering how this game started off there. Obviously, you want a touchdown there, but you still got to take the 3. And Samuel says, is it halftime yet? Not yet, although it does feel like we should have already been at halftime by now. But nah, Carson Beck wanted to show that he can throw the ball through the uprights. Now let's see if the kicker can show that he can kick it through the upright. And so far, Peyton Woodring on the season 15-16. That's almost 94%. So this should be an easy one for him from 36 yards out to try to tie this one up. Kick on the way. Kick. It is good. It is good. So we're all tied up 17-17 here in the 2nd quarter of this one. 17-17. So we'll see what takes place in the 2nd half of this one. But right now, all tied up. Again, Tennessee jumped out early to a 10-0, 10-0 lead. But UGA since then, has outscored them 17-7 in the 2nd quarter. So we'll see who comes out in the 3rd quarter and makes their mark in the 3rd. So much on the line for both of these teams. Braden says big touchdown run by Genting. You say 36 yards there. Okay, what's the score now for that one? Meanwhile, Samuel says we are now tied 17-17 at the half here. So halftime, that's right, all tied up 17-17. First show. Meanwhile, I see the Lakers are leading 64-63 in the 3rd quarter with about 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in that one. All right, so Braden says it's 28-21, Boise State leading that one. Okay. Has the Oregon and Wisconsin game come back from halftime yet? Because I need to see what's going on with that one. I need to at least hear what's going on with that one. That's just insane. Meanwhile, Tennessee gonna go ahead. Okay, so they officially take the knee to get them there to the half. All right, I see they're in the third quarter, 9 minutes and 41 seconds left to go of that Oregon and Wisconsin game. Absolutely. And Samuel says that he's getting ready for the full drive tonight from Georgia to Mississippi. So you're making that drive tonight, Samuel. Okay, that is what's up. And Lefty's in the building. What's good with your Lefty? What's good? Lefty says, what up, JB? Oh, man, how are you doing, Lefty? Talk to me. Let's see. Braden says second half has started, same score. Hey, if they played out the rest of the game, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all if Wisconsin's a team to take down Oregon. I wouldn't be mad at all. They're laying down the blueprint of how to do just that. How about that? This is going to hurt Dylan Gabriel's any hopes he had at the Heisman, which I didn't think was. I felt like it's good enough to get the invite, but that's about it. So yeah, it would just be an honorary invite. But yeah, let's see. Samuel says game four, quarter number 4 with 2 minutes left. Lefty says just chilling on a break at work. That's what's up. That's what's up, Lefty. We all need breaks, right? We all need breaks. That's what's up. And again, we're at halftime here in this one, tied up 17-17 between Tennessee and Georgia. Tennessee, they scored in their opening drive. In their second drive, they had a field goal. But after that, they haven't scored since those first couple of drives there. As for UGA, they got off to a slow start, but once the second quarter hit, they turned it around. They scored 17 points all in the second quarter so far in this one. So we're all tied up 17-17. We'll see what the second half has in store, but this one could go either way. We'll see who makes the plays at the end of the day. For sure. Nico is 12 of 19 for 93 yards passing for Tennessee. As for the Bulldogs, Carson Beck, 15 of 29 for 183 yards passing and 2 passing touchdowns so far in this one. And I feel like in the second half, they're going to have to continue to rely on him. Now, Nate Frazier, he's got you 8 carries, 27 yards in the first. You know, they did a good job containing him outside of one run in which he had like 10 yards. But outside of that, excellent job containing him. And for Tennessee, Dalen Sampson, he's got things going early in this one, 11 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. And this is what got us here at halftime. Man, is Wisconsin actually driving a ball here against Wisconsin? Oh, man, this is just insane. Insane. Can San Jose State tie it up again? So many questions. Only Braden has the answer, though, because Brady can see the future. All right, let's see. Second half. JB's looking to see if there's anything JB finds interesting for the second half here. Meh. Wow, 6 carries for 5 yards. That's wow. Nope, not doing that. All right, and again, we are here at the half in this one. And again, Florida won earlier against LSU earlier today. That was big time for them. All right, let's see. Kansas State finally scored at least 6 points, it looks like. But Arizona State's beating them 24-6. This is at Kansas State. Not a good look for them at all. They lose that game, take away their ranking completely. Completely. Mercer was actually 9-1 on their season prior to playing Alabama. They lost 52-7, but still having a good season for them. Samuel says the 7-day break is back soon. Very soon. And again, Tennessee win. If Tennessee can win this one, they'll move to 6-1 in the conference. And as you can see, nobody else is 6-1. Texas is 5-1. A&M's 5-1. So that would put Tennessee alone at the top at 6-1 if they can get that W. Because A&M's playing New Mexico State today, so they're not going to move up in the conference with a W. But next week, Saturday, Indiana versus the Ohio State Buckeyes, in which you guys already know what that means. JB's got to definitely stream that game next week. It's going to be an earlier one, though. Looks like they're saying 9 a.m. Eastern time, so 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's interesting. But yeah, we got to beat Indiana because they have not lost in the conference game. And quite frankly, I need to beat them so that way we can take their spot. All right, so Samuel says his 7-day break from his channel is about to be done and that his channel will be back soon. Okay, that's great news there, Samuel. Planning something big, I see, huh? Something big, something massive. I feel you there. I mean, looks like Wisconsin's just running all over Oregon, I guess. Yeah, they're just running all over them. And Samuel declares that he missed you, every one of y'all. And so, Samuel, you are missed as well. You are missed as well. Yeah, Wisconsin clearly coming out there to run that ball. That's going to cost JB there. All right, but again, we are right now currently at the half here. awaiting the start of the second half. All right, let's see. And again, if you're here right now, we are at halftime here. We're just chilling till the game gets back to it. All tied up 17-17. Anybody's game. Very important game. So much to consider. Big ramifications when it comes to the college football playoffs when this one's all said and done. So, how will this one play out? We will find that out. All right, let's see. All right, still waiting to see second half here. But for Tennessee, it is simple here. You want to get back to what worked in the first quarter there, where Nico was converting on those third downs there. Obviously, Sampson in the backfield, that's your real threat there. Obviously, he's going to have to sustain this team, drive this team, get those tough first downs there. But when Nico can make those plays on third down, which is what you're really asking of him, good things happen. As for UGA, you figured out what matchup works for you and stuff like that. Throwing the ball to Delp has been a great idea so far in this one. If you can get Nate Frazier going specifically on the ground game there too, that'll help. But Carson Beck, seeing him go 15 to 29 there, 183 yards, and particularly those two touchdowns there, that's what you want to see if you are UGA there. You certainly don't want to see him turning the ball over. And the man of the hour here, RC himself, the soon to be publisher. Oh man, what's good with you, RC? He says, JB, what up, though? What's up, RC? Do my eyes deceive me? It is the great, the legendary RC here in the flesh. What's good with you? All right, let's see. Looking at, they're showing the ACC conference standings there, so we'll see how SMU does the rest of the way there. Let's see. RC said, JV, I was a little busy, but I'm here now. And so I appreciate you coming through here, RC. And you say halftime is crash time. 17 all. Good game then. That's right, 17 all. And Laney says, hey, RC, we were all awaiting the appearance of the great, the legendary RC himself to come through. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. RC says, hey, Laney. Samuel says, hi, RC. RC said, where Braden at, JB? And so Braden was here earlier, but Braden said he had some family stuff to take care of. So, yeah, you may have just missed him there. I'm not sure if he's still here, but you may have just missed him there, RC. But he did come through today for a good portion of that second quarter. This feels like a long halftime. I'm not going to lie. This feels like a very long halftime. Let's see. RC says, JB, are you outside or what? JB's not outside. And let's see. Sports Kid said, what's good? I'm back. You lost your tooth. And so you're getting your money. And so, oh man, that's sounds like a lot took place there in between during this halftime. We got enough time for halftime for you to pull out teeth here. I feel you though. Get that money. Milk that tooth fairy for all it's worth. Oh man. RC said JB wins the next stream. The next stream is tomorrow night, Sunday Night Football for the Bengals and Chargers, and that's 8:20 Eastern time. So 8:20 Eastern time tomorrow night. And so hopefully your boy JB will have some good news about his fantasy team because I need my fantasy team to stop playing around and to go out here and get me these W's. For show, for show, for show. All right, let's see. All right, y'all give JB 1 minute here. Yeah, give JB 1 minute here before. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Kenneth says maybe do the USC versus UCLA next Saturday stream. And so next Saturday, I'm for sure doing the Indiana versus Ohio State stream there, for sure. But what time is the USC UCLA one next week, Kenneth? What time is that? RC says, JB, you're dressed up like you're freezing. Hey, I've been waiting a while to wear this one here. Waiting a while. Sports Kids said you should do the Ravens versus Steelers. That'll be a heck of a game. And so, yeah, when it comes to the NFL, I only do the primetime one mostly because of the fact that JB does not have the NFL package. So if there's a chance that maybe throughout the day I may not get that game. So I always just make it easy, do the primetime matchups. They're at nighttime anyway, so it's a lot easier there. So if you ever want to know JB's NFL schedule and which games I'm going to stream, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, the primetime matchups are always the games that I choose for the NFL ones. Samuel says, hey, you, Josh, when is your outside and what, why? And so JB is not outside. Don't believe RC. Don't believe it. RC said JB was playing and singing Silent Night before he kicked off the stream. I just know it. And so, oh no, oh no, oh no. JB has to listen to at least 2 Juice WRLD songs to get JB going prior to the stream. But I promise you that was not the case there, RC. Not at all. Not at all. All right, now y'all give JB a minute here. Give JB a minute because JB's trying to get this W real quick. So give JB a minute. Let's see. Samuel says, am I freezing? JB is not freezing. JB is not freezing. Kenneth said, did you see where Sylvester Stallone was at Trump? I actually did not. Actually did not. JB's been under a rock as of late. JB has been a rock. But that's nice for Sylvester though. That's nice for him. RC says, JB, what NFL game do you get to see being as though you're in Texas? And so, well, You know they're gonna put them Cowboys on, right? You know they're gonna put the worst team there, but yeah, the Cowboys would be the closest one to me, being that Fort Worth is close to that Dallas area, so that's the closest one that they will do for me. Houston is at least what, like a good 3 hours away, so it won't be the Houston Texans, unfortunately. And you say 10:30 night game there, and so Kenneth, you know how JB is when it comes to those late night games there. You know that. And RC says, JB, I was listening to Juice Roll song Flaws and Sins earlier when I was out and about, that song. And so JB knows them all. JB knows them all. All right, now, JB's trying to get this one in real quick just to ensure. Oh, this is not good. All right, give JB 1 second, guys. I will say, I guess. All right, so we're getting ready to return back to the action here. Kickoff actually just now on the way. And let's see how this one plays out. Let's see how this one plays out. And let's see. Black Medicine says Dallas Cowboys, America's trash bin team. Black Medicine in the building. What's good? All right, she said JB has had, she said JB, he has one more album coming. Black Medicine says JB got the gambling itch. All right, third quarter right now. Tennessee with the football from their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. And Nico keeps it himself here. And Nico's going to pick up a solid 9 yards there on the play. So Nico doing work. Nico doing work. All right, 2nd and 1. But there's an injured UGA player. Let's see. Sport Kid said, how is 10-0 Oregon losing to Wisconsin? And so Wisconsin, they almost beat Penn State earlier in the year. And right now, Wisconsin just has their number. That's how college football is. Sometimes it comes down to matchups, and some teams just have your number. Maybe Wisconsin's one of those teams that just figured out Oregon. Maybe that they have the, secret sauce. Or says, JB might as well go play some scratch offs at the local corner store. Nah, they'll take all the JB money. Braden says 13-6 Wisconsin. How much time is left, guys? How much time is left? I said, JB, I like to listen to a whole lot of Lupe Fly music too. Okay. Braden said Notre Dame looked good today, RC. Who did Notre Dame play again? Sport Kid says that Oregon's going downfield. That doesn't sound too promising there. Meanwhile, speaking of going downfield here, Sampson gets the first. Takes it to about the 43. Oh man, JB's voice was like, that's it. That's a wrap. All right, threw that one away. All right, Braden says started the fourth quarter. Black Medicine says fourth quarter. Yeah, see, Braden says Virginia. And so Kenneth says the sport kid wants to be a mod here. And so I'm glad you mentioned that there, Kenneth. And so JB's going to say this one time, guys. So definitely do take notes, all right? I appreciate the nominations from mod and stuff like that. But you guys, you cannot nominate somebody to be a mod. That's supposed to be something that JB does himself and stuff like that. That's the reality of it, especially if you have somebody come through like earlier. We had what's his face, Rising Rhino came through and you guys nominated him, you nominated 80s and stuff like that. It's not a good look and stuff like that to nominate somebody else because then JB's got to pretend not to notice and stuff like that. So if we can stop with the trying to put somebody out there, it's supposed to be the YouTuber that puts who's in charge of the mod, because I got to be responsible and stuff like that for everybody that's basically a mod. I've seen some people in the mod thing, not saying that this will happen, where they had people getting blocked by the mod person. So that's supposed to come from JB to determine who becomes a mod and when they become a mod. And also with the raids as well, you're not supposed to I'm supposed to be the one to bring that up as well. So those are two things that we got to make sure that we keep in mind here. JB determines if we're gonna do the mod thing and if we're gonna do the raid thing. JB brings that up. Otherwise, it looks bad if I ignore it when the person's not there. So if we can keep that in mind moving forward, that'll be great. I can't have 20 mods. Mods is supposed to be something that you have a few of and stuff like that. I can't make everybody a mod there. I can't do that. All right, but with that on the way, back to the game here. Let's see. RC said nobody scored anymore over until overtime 32. You say Braden, JB, Black Medicine. All right, 3rd and 6 here for Tennessee. Third quarter with 13:07 left to go, and we're all tied up 17-17. And Nico on the move, throws it, incomplete. Incomplete. Let's see. Black Medicine said they played the East Alabama Normal College. Braden says Missouri and South Carolina had a crazy ending. Sport Kid says the touchdown Oregon. And so, oh man, Oregon scored. I knew it wasn't going to last forever, but man, that one hurts. That one hurts. Braden says, oh, here we go. Here we go. Black Medicine says, bro, they nominating Moz in the chat. And so it's happening. It's happening. Let's see. RC says Rising Rhino is a mod now too, JB. And so no, it's just when he came through on the stream and stuff like that. It was mentioned multiple times to make him a mod, and that's not how it works. That's not how it works. JB's the one to determine. I will mention the person when it's time to nominate somebody as a mod there. And so Samuel says, Josh, amen. Appreciate that, Samuel. Willie, what's good with you? He says, hey, JB, love the channel, sir. And so always glad to have you come through. Willie, talk to me. How's it going? How's it going? And everybody, now's a good time to tell JB your top 3 in order when it comes to the Heisman voting here. Because right now we've got 2 weeks left now. So if you don't have a clue who you got for your Heisman favorite right now, you're probably not watching enough college football here. But you guys give me your top 3 when it comes to that. All right, punts on the way. And fair caught at about the 15-yard line there. And Braden says, gotcha, JB. That's why you haven't mentioned rating anyone lately. And so there it is. RC says, yeah, if you're going to mod, you can't be a steady and shady person who is moving really sus. You're just saying. And so, no, I remember early on when I was first, starting my YouTube adventure, there was this one YouTuber that I was following, and he had this one guy that he trusted. It was somebody that he trusted, and he made them a mod, and he found out a lot later that this person had removed a good, I would say I think he estimated about a good 6% of his subscribers was just being moved, and he had no idea that was happening. That was crazy. And so it's a lot of things that's involved with that. Let's see. Braden says he's very shady. Black Medicine says he seconds that just like his offense. All right, so Willie says doing good and 100% Hunter. And so if you guys missed it earlier, JB went ahead and said that now Travis Hunter is atop my board there for the Heisman there. Previously, I had John T. there, the running back for Boise State. He's now second for me and stuff like that. But right now, what Travis did today, that was fantastic there for him. And I feel like he's on the rise. Colorado's on the rise. Boise State, I expect them to kind of plateau. They're struggling with San Jose State right now. Last time I checked San Jose State, I think they had it tied. Boise State might have had the lead there. I don't know. But they're going back and forth there. So, and he wasn't getting the numbers that he usually gets in that one. RC says, Braden, as long as you color in between the lines. And let's see. Braden says, all right, so you got Ashton Genty first, you got Travis Hunter second, and then Cam Ward third there. So Cam Ward third on his list there. Okay. 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 All right, let's see. RC said, you can't just beg for the host to mod you up either. That's a red flag, JB. I did have somebody when I first got started, before I had any mods and stuff like that, that had begged to be a mod. So I was going to give him a chance on Twitch first to see how that worked and stuff like that. But the moment I was ready to make him one, he went MIA. I haven't seen him since. So, but that was like a long time ago. And Black Medicine says, what? All right, really says that fantasy is close this week. You had to trade Baker Mayfield for Drake May and Jalen Warren to hope that your season is saved. And so I made a trade where I traded away Drake May really for Tyrone Tracy Jr. because I had nobody at running back. I literally had to start Justice Hill at running back because Isaiah Pacheco is injured and Josh Jacobs was on a bye week and stuff like that last week, I think. So I had nobody at running back, and I haven't had anybody at running back for a couple weeks now. So that was a trade that when the offer came to me, I was like, yep, I'm going to make that trade. Only thing is, in my league, though, well, in that particular league, I got to wait an entire week before that trade is processed. So I don't know if it's too late for that particular fantasy team. But we started off good. If only we could have stayed healthy. And I got 2 Eagle receivers in that league, and Jalen Hurts is doing everything he can to prevent them from being great. Let's see, RC says, so remember that at JB, if someone comes in at random saying, hey, can you mod me or mod me, please slap a red caution label on them. Speaking of red caution label here, what a run here by Nate Frazier for the first down for the Bulldogs. Again, we're all tied up 17-17 right now, and the Georgia Bulldogs here hurrying up to the line, trying to get some momentum going. And Beck throwing it deep. Gets the completion, but did he push off? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I saw it. It was as clear as day. Before that flag went up there, I said, this man pushed off. He legitimately pushed off. All right, let's see. Yep, can't do it. Just can't do it. All right, so let's see how this one plays out. All right, Braden says agreed, RC. All right. And that's going to be a gain of no yards there. Actually, back to the line of scrimmage. Their second down coming up. Again, third quarter, 11 minutes and 54 seconds to go, all tied up 17-17. Who's going to get the first points of the second quarter and get the, second half and get that momentum going in this one? Blackman says he's got Jalen Milroe first, Jalen Milroe second, and guess what? Jalen Milroe third. And Kenneth says, if you mod, does YouTube count you as a like? Yeah, even if you're a mod and you were to press the like button, YouTube would still count that as a like coming from a mod. So yes, that still counts. Thankfully, that still counts. Otherwise, that would negate half of my likes each stream, perhaps. Samuel says, you're going to go, let's see, ready for the 2-minute warning there? So you're ready for that 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter? Samuel says he's ready for this game to wrap up. Kenneth says he's got Travis Hunter first, Boise State running back second, and then you've got Alabama quarterback third. Okay. So looks like Black Medicine here starting something with Jalen Milroe. RC says, JB, Black Medicine, Braden, y'all think Colorado is the absolute truth? It depends on the question. It depends on the question. Is Colorado good? Yes. Can Colorado beat any of the teams in the top 10? Not that I can think of. But they're having a good season. You know, they are doing good. They're beating the teams in their conference. And that's what matters. They're winning. They're a lot better than JB thought they were going to be this season. And they are a good football team. But let's not make a mistake and pretend that Utah is anybody special, especially with the quarterback that they got right now. You know, Utah, Texas Tech, they're okay, but they're not like, they're not like any of these teams playing right here, you know? But still, they're good, they're bowl worthy, just not college football playoff worthy. Let's see. Willie says Tracy is on bye this week. You had to trade for Mike Evans to take the place of Jamar Chase. Huge gamble. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. You had to Tracy's on a bye this week, and you had to trade for Mike Evans to take the place of Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's a gamble now. That's a gamble. I mean, what's your fantasy record right now? And I guess like what place are you in? Because depending on the record there, if you could survive 1 week, like even if you were to take a loss and still be in the playoff picture, it's sometimes better to hold on to the better. But you know what? Mike Evans may not be bad at all. Jamar Chase, yeah, he had that one big game, but it's not like he's going to put up, 50 to 70 points on a regular basis there. So, you know, especially with T. Higgins coming back, I'm pretty sure that that's going to deviate some of the targets that he was getting there. So, huge gamble indeed. But we'll see how that plays out. Black Medicine says that San Jose State played so well, but it looks like Boise State's going to slip away. I figured as much. And you said Colorado ain't played nobody. Let's see. RC says, JB, I think you should dress up as Santa Claus for Thanksgiving. Am I confusing the public here? And again, we're at the commercial here. And Mr. JB says he's got the University of Miami quarterback, Cam Ward. Black Medicine says, of course he'll say that, of course. And Braden says, if they win the Big 12, yes, RC. Ooh, so Braden's ready to crown him. JB's not ready to crown him so fast there. RC says Travis Hunter. Let's see. Braden says RC agreed. JB needs to be Santa for Thanksgiving. Let's see. Black Mesa says Colorado could win the GHSA for a Region 3. And I still wouldn't bet my house on them beating anyone in the top 15. Let's see. Willie says I'm 7-3 in second place. Beat Rising Rhino last week. And so I think I'm going against Rising Rhino this week, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm going against him this week. All right, so here we go. Beck throws it, gets the completion. Easy completion there. Takes it all the way to about the 31-yard line. Big completion, but they're still very, very short from that first down marker. And there is a flag. There is a flag. Braden says, fun fact, Travis Hunter is only 3 days older than you. Oh, wow, Braden. So you mean to tell me that you should be the one out there making those plays next to Travis Hunter? RC says, Braden, jingle JB all the way. Let's not make that a thing, RC. Let's see. Willie says, Black Medicine, if we beat BYU, Dennis will. And so, ooh. You know what? If you guys can beat BYU, that would be enough to impress me because of BYU's defense. If you guys were to beat BYU, because I don't think that you guys would beat BYU. So if you guys were to beat BYU, I'd have to say, you know what? You guys are even better than I thought. I ain't gonna lie, I came in with low expectations. You guys have proven to me, what's the record now? 7-2, 8-2. So pretty good. But if you guys beat BYU, okay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Especially if it's impressive as well. I hear you. Archie says, JB, is better than you dressing up as a turkey for Thanksgiving. Come on now. Let's see. Black Medicine says, beating BYU would interest him. And so, because BYU's been, someone's got to beat him this year, right? Somebody's got to do it. All right. Meanwhile, that run lost a couple yards. Let's see. RC says, JB, is too soon for you to be the Grinch. JB's not being a Grinch here. I'm just saying, like JB's just speaking what he sees out there, that's it. That's it. Just speaking what I see. All right, let's see. All right, so again, shotgun formation from their own 46-yard line, 3rd and 9. Carson Beck dropping back. Carson Beck in the pocket. Carson Beck throws it over the middle, gets the completion, and his receiver takes it all the way to the 36-yard line. It's going to be a first down. When he threw a punch, though, well, a little weak punch there, but he threw a little punch. I hear you. Referee let it go. All right, let's see. Black Medicine says, Braden with the gold chain and the NIL deals from Smoot to Smoothie King, dancing and celebrating the end zone at Colorado. I could see that. I could see that. He would have his own DJ near his locker room. Meanwhile, another pass and another completion, this time to Love It. And he's loving it with that reception there. So right now, Carson Beck currently, hey, he's feeling comfortable right now on this drive. And the offensive line is giving him enough time also. There's an injured Tennessee player right now. So they will check on him. And let's see. Willie says that Colorado was really sloppy today. Lots of cleanup to do. And so, but hey, a W is a W there, and continuously to get better, especially at this point of the season here, it's got to come together. You got to be playing your best football right now. Let's see. RC says the Aaron Fox scored 60 yesterday and a loss. That's impressive still. RC says JB and Black Medicine, that Tyson Paul fight was really boring. Yo, I thought we were going to square up with Netflix after that performance or lack of performance, that they really, really had one job. They dropped the ball there. That was about as bad as the fight. It was worse than the fight, actually. Like Medicine says, bro, I don't know why people thought Mike Tyson would be competitive at that age. And so, man. And let's see. RC says, after the first 2 rounds, I was like, yeah, that version of Mike is not it. Not it. And Samuel says, hey, Josh is on Dolly Parton. Boom. Born January 19th, 1949, age 78 years old now. And Black Medicine says, please acknowledge that, JB. And so there it is. All right, 8:20 left to go here in the third. Again, all tied up 17-17. And Beck looking. Oh, incomplete. 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 All right, so pass incomplete. All right, let's see. RC says he's got 20 million and a 5 million bonus for participating in that fight. So that's one thing Tyson did right. Hey, for sure. For sure. Ultimately, that's the goal, right? Let's see what it says. Rising Rhino went into that Jamar Chase buzz saw last week. 85 points on Friday morning. And so, oh, man. It was tough to overcome what Jamar Chase did in fantasy last week. I hope I never be in a situation to have to overcome my opponent getting that many points from one player like that again. Like, not the week that you're playing me, please. Like Mason says, all Paul's fights have decent paydays for both participants. RC says Paul threw like 81 punches and Tyson 17 punches. That's like losing 81 to 17 in basketball. Oh man, such a comparison there. Kenneth says, I might be JB over. He said it might be JB OT tonight. That's what you think it's going to be, Kenneth? That'll be wild. That'll be wild. To call it at this stage of the game, that is wild. All right, she says JB Netflix was on some ignorant, disrespectful, unprepared-ish. And so they really was. They had one job. They literally got tired of Hulu being like Hulu has sports. Netflix wanted to say we got sports too. No, you don't. You had problems. You had problems. Over 60 million people depended on you, and they let us down the worst way possible. The worst way possible. All I seen was Jerry Jones talking up Netflix, and then Netflix dropped the ball like that. I wasn't sure if I should blame Jerry Jones, if I should blame Netflix, whatever it was. It was just, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. All right, let's see what it says. This week I'm thinking about flexing. Okay, MVS. The receiver. What do you think? And so the honest receiver. Oh, okay, so you're thinking about. Let's see. What are the other options that you have? Yeah, what are the other options that you have? Because I don't know if that's like a 1 week type of thing. There. What are the options you got other than MVS? All right. Meanwhile, on 2nd and 2, and again here in the red zone, got a first down here. And so UGA, 13 yards away from the end zone. Current drive, 9 plays, 74 yards, about 5 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock in terms of time possession on this drive alone. Trips at the bottom of the formation, one receiver at the top, one back in the backfield. Beck up under center. Beck feeds it to the back between the left tackle and left guard there. Picks up about 3 yards there on the carry. Second down coming up, and we've got under 7 minutes left to go here in the third. So far, nobody scored since halftime so far in this one. UGA is trying to change that here. So far, Delp has 2 receiving touchdowns, so maybe you draw it up for him a third time. Maybe. RC says, I'm sorry, I didn't even read what Black Medicine said. He said Netflix picking up wrestling too. And so, ooh, good luck with that. They better step it up. That's all I'm going to say. All right, toss it in here. And Nate picks up a yard on the play. Let's see. RC said you had to watch the game from one of your tablets. The TV and the phone was buffering. RC said Netflix is supposed to be having NFL football games very soon. I did think about that as well. Black Medicine says keep Jerry Jones away from the live microphones. Black Medicine said, did Amazon Prime lose NFL? And so, I mean, you mean what, beyond this year? Because I know they still got it this year, but I don't know if they actually lost it or not. I cannot remember. At 3rd and 7, Beck is lose the rush. Beck scrambles, and Beck gets the touchdown for UGA. And man, you guys wasn't kidding when you guys said that Boise State was pulling away from San Jose State, 42-21. San Jose State quarterback throw for almost 400 yards. Nobody's done that since my created player did that back in like 2013 on the video game. But yeah, that's a touchdown there for UGA. So UGA reclaims the lead there, and it's due to the legs of Carson Beck. All right, the extra point is good. So the score right now, Georgia 24, Tennessee 17 here in the third quarter with about 5 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. UGA scores the first points of the second half. Can Tennessee follow up with their own points? RC says someone said we fought harder to get the fight than Tyson and Paul did in the ring. Boy, if that ain't the truth right there, RC. That's a fact. That's a fact. Kenneth says, what about a little love for the ladies boxing match last night with Katie Taylor, and is a boxer and soccer wife too. And so I ain't gonna lie, my frustrations with Netflix at that time, your boy was trying to just figure out the best way to see it. So I did miss that one. I did miss that one there. And let's see what he says. Ferguson or Gazeki. And so I don't like Gazeki at all because obviously with T. Higgins coming back there, and it just seems like not the best there. Is Ferguson still hurt? Or I know he's like listed as questionable, I think. If Ferguson's a go, I still don't know. Without Dak, though, that's really, really hard too. I don't love either of those options, to be honest with you. But ooh, isn't like CD a little banged up or something like that? So I've still been starting Ferguson myself personally. But with the quarterback situation, that's hard. That's hard. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. But oh man. But yeah, Gazeki's just tough knowing that T. Higgins is coming back here. That's going to be tough. So either those two are MVS. You might have to roll the dice with MVS, bro. Like you may have to choose, which quarterback you got the most faith in, honestly, for this upcoming week. And you might have to roll with that one, bro, because like these options here, it's tough. It is tough. All right, let's see. Kenneth says, do you remember Butterbean saying sting like a bee? And so, yes, and Black Medicine says, that's right, RC a trip here. Let's see, RC said, JB, right 2020 bubble ring on that hat. Hey, ain't no bubble about that. Let's see. Braden says, who's been the most disappointing team in college football this season? In my humble opinion, the most disappointing team this season. I got to think about that one right there for a second, Braden. Most disappointing team, because the team that comes to mind, I can't say them because their record doesn't say that they're disappointing, but they really haven't played anybody. But from what I was expecting from them, they're a lot worse than I really thought they were going to be. But their record doesn't reflect how bad they truly are. So I'm not going to throw them out there in terms of the most disappointing. So I would have to say, that's one heck of a question there, Braden. That's one heck of a question. I've got to really, really think about that. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, I could just throw out Florida State because of their season that they've had, and it's been absolutely garbage. I didn't think that they were going to be this bad, but outside of picking on them, which is an easy pick, who's another team that I had some real expectations for this year that just completely fell by the wayside this season? You've got JB perplexed right now, Braden, trying to think about who that team is. So I've got to take a look at some of the teams here and really think about that one. All right. Meanwhile, Tennessee, yeah, probably should not have taken the ball out there. Samuel says you're going to go get ready for the full drive and the fourth quarter game levels. So bet. Speaking of wow, this game does feel like it's going on quite some time with all the penalties and stuff. Brandon says Arizona State is going to beat Kansas State. Didn't Kansas State lose to Kansas, or am I tripping? I feel like Kansas upset somebody. It may not have been Kansas State, but they upset somebody. RC said they wouldn't let us watch the women's match because Netflix was crazy buffering then. And so, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's just, yeah. RC says, Braden, Florida State for me. You see, Braden says, Oregon is tied now. Yeah, definitely Florida State's at the top of the list, but some honorable mentions has to be now. We can say LSU is certainly one of those teams that a little disappointing. USC as well. Not that I expect them to be like world beaters, but they've just fallen apart, like completely fallen apart towards the middle this time of the season here. So those are some honorable mentions, but Florida State takes the cake. So Florida State, LSU, USC. Because at one point in time, we were talking highly about them, but we were wrong. All right, pass there, completed there for Tennessee. And he gets brought down, but not until he picks up about a good 15 yards there. So now Nico and Tennessee looking to move the ball, but they're all tied. How much time left in that one there, Braden? Let's see. Kenneth says USA gymnastics coach Bella died at the age of 82. And who do you want to win? Dallas versus the Texans. And so Texans, they still got something to play for. They still got something to play for. What he says in Carr, you must trust. I know that Mr. JB has his trust in Carr as well this week. Going against the Browns, though, he should have to pass the ball a lot more because they're not going to be able to really run the ball. So they're going to have to ask him to pass, kind of similar to last week. And I think he can do it against the Browns defense. I think he can do a little close to what he did last week, I feel like. Brayden says, oh, they're a terrible RC. Blackman says Florida State. Willie says Bama. And so, okay. Blackman says Bama as well. RC said, JV ain't nothing to think about. When I say disappointing, that means I had to have real expectations for the team coming into the season. And I can't sit here and say that my expectation for Florida State was that great. Did I expect them to be this bad? Heck no. But I really thought that they were probably going to be a 7 or 8 win team, maybe probably closer to 7, considering all the people that they lost and stuff like that. So I didn't have high expectations for Florida State this year, considering all the people that they lost from last year's team. But I didn't expect them to be this bad. Let's see, Kenneth said, you say Florida for you? Florida? Marcy said Florida. I don't know if I would say Florida. Like, we knew coming into the season that Florida was going to have one of the toughest schedules. And most people projected that Florida was going to struggle to make a bowl game. If anything, I can say that Florida probably exceeded my expectations slightly exceeded my expectations because I expected it to be brutal for them this year. When I looked at their schedule, looked at their returning talent, I had no expectations for Florida this season. So what Florida's doing right now as of late, hey, that's considered beating LSU. I didn't think they were going to beat LSU. I thought they were going to be bad from the get-go. I thought they could have been maybe a 4-win team, 4 or 5-win team possibly. So for me, this is exceeding expectations. Kenneth says Gators, RC. All right. I see Notre Dame forced 5 turnovers against Virginia. 35-14 was that score. All right. So here we go. 3rd and 5 here for Tennessee. Ball right now at their own 36-yard line. And Nico stands strong in the pocket, delivers a rocket, but his receiver had no chance on that play. Incomplete. So Tennessee will have to punt the ball back to the Bulldogs. Willie says that would I trade Pacheco for Bucky Irving? Well, honestly, if you have enough running backs right now to where you're good until the playoffs, because you want Pacheco for the playoffs, but to get to the playoffs, if you need to have a running back, and so that somebody's willing to trade you a running back that you can use right now in Bucky Irving, I mean, I don't love the trade there, but if you need to do it, I can understand it. I can understand it. But me personally, if I have enough good running backs right now to where I'm solid, I'm not making that trade because I feel like Isaiah Pacheco will be back in time for the playoffs and he can be a guy to help you win in the playoffs. The goal should be to have the best team possible for the playoffs. And so JB's not too fond of giving up great players that can help me in the playoffs just to get to the playoff and then get bounced in the first round. That's why in Rising Rhinos League, I have not traded A.J. Brown, which I've gotten numerous offers for him. But even though I needed a running back, I was not about to just do a crazy trade that was going to hurt my team long term. If we can't get in with the guys we got, we just can't get in. But if we do get in, we're going to make some noise. Play fake. Beck throws it, gets the completion near the sideline, and he's pushed out near midfield. So a big time play. And right now, Carson Beck delivering some strikes right now. And the Bulldogs, they've got all the momentum right now. But Cheese said Wisconsin's tied, still 13-13. What quarter? Braden says terrible throw. Braden says he sees the Boise State won 42-21. 42-21. Throws it, gets another completion, but he lost the ball. He lost the ball, and the football is bouncing like a basketball. They say incomplete. Ooh, they say incomplete. Let's see. Braden says, I'm probably not making the playoffs in your league, JB. And so, I mean, right now, there's really nobody that's eliminated in my league right now based upon how the standings are. So anything can happen. But if you feel your team can't compete, Braden, I understand that. I understand that. RC says, Kenneth Clover, facts. Braden says, no. Willie says, do you think Kareem Hunt should be sold right now? I personally would. If you can, I would, because I feel like in a couple, like literally like 2 weeks or something like that, Isaiah Pacheco will be back there. So if you can get a good deal for him now and you can survive until then, I would certainly sell him right now. Because once Isaiah Pacheco comes back, he's gonna be irrelevant. Think about Jordan Mason right now for the San Francisco 49ers. He looked absolutely great when Christian McCaffrey was gone. But the moment C-Mac came back, absolutely in a lot of leagues, he's on the streets right now. So if you can get something good in return for him, I would, especially if you don't need to have him right now to running back. I would sell high right now. We're not quite yet at the fourth quarter just yet, but we're almost there. Quick pass there, caught by the back, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards there on the play before he's pushed out of bounds there. Fourth down coming up. 45 seconds left to go here in the third. And again, UGA leads this one 24-17. All right, Cheese has said 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and Oregon with the ball. Ooh, we got to find a way for Wisconsin to score. You say they've fourth and goal at the 6. Oh wow, fourth and goal at the 6. So are they? I assume they're going to kick the field goal. Braden says it's now 16-13. So Wisconsin, I know that they've been running the ball, but their quarterback has got to find a way to come through. All right, shotgun here. All right, they'll take the penalty there. Tried to draw Tennessee offside. And I can't blame them because Tennessee did jump a couple times earlier. Meanwhile, Kyle McCord, with 304 completions this season, he has set the school record for Syracuse for most completions in a season for the school. And we still got a couple weeks left to go. Wow. Let's see what it says. Who could you trade Juju for, or should you keep him since you have D-Hop? Well, since you got D-Hop, if he were to get hurt, because I doubt you'll get anything worth value for Juju Smith-Schuster. That's just not going to happen realistically. You're not going to be able to get anybody as of worth. I don't think so. Therefore, it's probably better since you have D-Hops to where if he goes down, Juju value does go up. So if you can roster him on a bench there, sure, that's fine. But I doubt you'll get anything worthwhile for trading Juju, I would think. Braden says Wisconsin is a lot like Iowa. Ooh, poor Wisconsin fans. All right, RC said, JB, I lost 2 subs, and now you went from 906 to 904. And so, oh man, JB feels that pain. I was at 2,300. Then I ended up losing, I think, 3 subs. And so back up under that one again. But I've been hovering at that 2,300 mark for quite some time now. But hey, for everyone you lose, you'll gain some new ones there. Sammy says, crazy Mike live stream now. And let's see. Braden says, other than that game against Pitt, you say McCourt has been amazing. He has been. He has been. He has been. You know, it's been working great for them. And hey, for Syracuse, it was a much needed upgrade at the position. That was big. Let's see. Cheese has a 3rd and 9 already for Wisconsin. Oh man, already? They just got the ball. I said I'm eating a little bit of shrimp and chicken garlic Alfredo. Oh man, RC living life, man. That sound real good, man. That sound real good. Extremely good. Willie says trade Juju for MVS. If you can pull that one off, Willie, I do it. I do it because that's about as good as you're going to get there for Juju. I'm a little surprised you're able to get that one right there, but hey, why not? If it makes your team better, why not? Cheesehead said they went for it and did not get it, so that's probably a wrap. I had a feeling when Oregon tied it up, it was going to play out this way. It's like I've seen this script many times before. I have seen this many times before. All right, but that's the end of the 3rd quarter right now. So I would love to see Tennessee tie this one up. I would personally love to see that. All right, let's see. RC says, JB, I heard y'all want to deal D-Lo. We've been wanting to do that for a while, bruh. We've been wanting to do that for a while. I'm not going to say mad, but I was so annoyed when he opted back in. I was like, bruh, read the room. We want you to move on. But nah, D-Lo's like, I'm coming back. I'm coming back again. I'm like, what is it about point guards that join the Lakers? They hold us hostage. I'm like, bro, move on. Let us upgrade. Move on. Samuel says, finally, the 4th quarter starting now. That's right. You bet your bottom dollar it's about to start now. Braden says Wisconsin went 4 and out. 4 and out. All right, but here we go, guys. So right now, the score to start the 4th quarter, UGA up 24-17 here, but Tennessee down by a touchdown. They have the football from their own 18-yard line, fakes it to the back. Nico looking, Nico taking a deep, deep shot here. Incomplete, but he showed off his arm on that one. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up right now for the Tennessee Volunteers. Again, Tennessee, they know how important a win could be for them right now. Can they find a way to make it do what it do? Wisconsin says, I'm sorry, I said Wisconsin said, Braden says Wisconsin cannot beat Oregon. Yeah, but hey, at least it was entertaining. At least it was entertaining. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Face to the back, quick pass, caught by the receiver, and the receiver gonna fight for it there for a pickup of about a good 5 yards there on the play. 3rd down coming up. Again, if you're Tennessee here, one play at a time, but these 3rd downs right now, you got to make these plays. You got to make these plays. Ooh, Kenneth. What a question, Kenneth. I see you. You say, who is coach of the year so far in college football? JB wants to also phrase that question for everybody else out there as well. Who is the coach of the year so far for college football? That's great. I mean, Golly, like there's so many paths to take. But Nico used his legs and he got the 1st down. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, coach of the year so far. There's so many options to go with because so many teams are looking extremely well right now. Godly. But if we have to pick coach of the year right now, You know what? Braden's got it right. Braden's got it right. I totally forgot about him. Indiana's coach. Because when's the last time you ever heard Indiana go 10-0 in anything outside of college basketball? Like, when's the last time you heard that? So, absolutely. Indiana's coach. I also forget his name. But yeah, thanks for reminding me about that one. Nico shreds a defender. Nico picks up. You like to see him slide in that situation there, but I understand going forward there. But at that time, just getting what you can and not making a mistake there, setting yourself up there for third down. Because that time had to elude the rush that came up the middle. Oh, yeah, they were ready for him. They came key it up. Not much he could do on that play. Not much he can do on that play. But yeah, Indiana's head coach. Braden said that Nico looked pretty good tonight, but his receivers haven't been. So you can't spell his name there. I feel you there. Kenneth says, who can beat Oregon now? Well, Oregon can certainly be beat. No doubt about it. But who will do it? That's a question. Meanwhile, on 3rd and 8, Nico delivers a strike to his wide receiver for the first down there. What a big first down. Laney says, so did Oregon win? Is it finalized now, guys? Is it officially over? I know we said that they'll most likely win, but I don't know if it's over or not. I think the game is still going on. They're up 16-13, but looks like they may be settling, I guess, for a field goal, it looks like. And there's still a minute 49 left to go, so maybe Wisconsin can still do it, unless JB's phone is deceiving him. Well, he says, have you ever had to start Drake May, and would you pick a matchup if you did? And so I've not had to start Drake May yet in my fantasy league. Although I did have him as a backup in one league, but I did not start him for any reason yet. Because when I acquired him, I just have my quarterback hasn't been on a bye week just yet. But what matchup would I recommend starting Drake May? Let me look at the Patriots schedule and get back to you. But right now, we got a 3rd and 1 coming up right now, guys. This is huge right now. Huge stuff right here. Can Tennessee find a way to get a first down and keep this drive going on 3rd and 1 from UGA's 48-yard line, down by a touchdown here? You know it's a run play. They're going to run it. Can you stop it? No, you can't. That should be enough for a first. Forward progress. That should be enough for a first down. And that's exactly what they say. It's a first down. Tennessee. Well, let me take a quick look here for you, Willie, and see what matchups do I like. Honestly, a couple matchups that I do like just at first glance. The game against the Cardinals, I feel like is a good one there because I feel like both teams will move the ball there. I like the Cardinals one. I like, honestly, Cardinals, Colts, even the Dolphins and stuff like that. I like all three of those in terms of like the best that you're going to get for him. I don't like the Buffalo one. I don't like the Charger one. I don't like those matchups. The Rams, I'm sort of middle of the road on. Oh, Nico finds a way to hop. He's doing a hopscotch out there, whatever it takes from a man to get a couple yards. He may have picked up 4 yards on that run. 2nd down coming up, and we got 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. If you think this game's going to overtime or you want it to go to overtime, go ahead and put JBOT in the chat. If you don't want that, let JB know who you think's going to win this game there when it's all said and done. Again, we're separated by 7 points right now, but let JB know where you stand. Meanwhile, Sampson, he's going to pick up a yard, a tough yard here. 3rd down coming up. RC said Kenneth Clark, just a wild guess here, but maybe Parsley. Okay. Let's see. Willie says, your vote, Coach Prime. The whole program was a joke for years. They were jokes. They were jokes. I'm not going to lie about that there. And I did consider him, Willie. I did consider him. But what Indiana's doing, I had to put them above that. But he certainly was in that top consideration on my list there because I cannot, deny what he has been doing. The real test for me, though, is what he does next year. That's the real test there. Once you lose Shador, once you lose Travis Hunter, what they look like next year. Let's see. Braden says yes. Laney says Tennessee. So it says Tennessee's going to win. All right. Willie says BW3 says OT. Kenneth says JVOT. All right. Meanwhile, we're lucky that Nico did not throw a pick right there, guys, because that was dangerous. But now on a fourth down, 4th and 6, here in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes and 54 seconds to go. We're going to roll the dice here and let's see what's going to happen. Oh, man. The analytics say to go for it. Momentum feels like you have to go for it. Can Nico deliver? Our GMC moment of the game here. Oh, movement. Movement on the line, the left tackle. What's he doing? What is he doing? Somebody talk to him before JB talked to him. What is he doing? I guess he heard ghosts. I guess Lance heard some ghosts or something. I don't know. False start there. You hurt your team. You take away the possibility that you guys could have got the first there. Look at him. Talk to the kid. Talk to the kid. And Tennessee's going to punt the ball here. Let's see. Fair caught from their own 7-yard line. All right, so if you're Tennessee right now defensively, you got to get this football back here. You have got to get this football back. RC said, here's the hope in Laney's team wins. And so, yes, we're all thinking about Laney right now. We're also thinking about Sports Kid as well. All the Tennessee fans there. Let's see. Kenneth says JB Deion Sanders might go to the NFL. Is that a rumor? And so I've heard those rumors. I have. What do you guys think? Do you think that Deion's going to actually go pro? Or do you guys think that Deion's coming back again with Colorado? Could it be another team? You know, like I would love to see him personally go to Florida State. I would love to see him go there and save Florida State's program. It's the perfect timing here. Before they didn't want to bring him there, I think now's a good time there. But that aside there, you know, do you guys think that Deion takes that leap to the NFL? And if so, who does he go to? And why is it the Dallas Cowboys? But no, I like Deion at the collegiate level because it's so hard to deal with NFL egos for some coaches. You know, it's not the same like in college. You know, you got guys that are hungry, just trying to make a name here at the college. In the NFL, you got guys that are getting paid a lot more than you. And so there's a certain way you got to go about that. And I just feel like with the way that he can recruit and stuff like that, he can really continue to build a legacy down there at Colorado that if he stays there for a while, you know, it can really be great. So, but you guys, what do you want to see Deion do? And what do you think he's going to do? Let's see. Willie says that Colorado was 2 for 2 on 4th down. Okay. And Laney says, thank you, everyone. And Laney, yeah, I'm right there for your team, just as you was for my team against Oregon that game, you know. So I'm right here for you. And I'm hoping that Tennessee can find a way for you specifically, Laney. I'm hoping that that be the case there. All right. So I see Oregon is taking a knee per my phone. So I guess that game is done, in which Oregon wins with the final score of 16-13. Most other teams, I'm pretty sure, would drop on the poll for struggling for a game like this, but something tells me that Oregon, for some reason, will not suffer that fate. Well, he says, I don't think he's going anywhere. Okay. Okay. All right, she said, JB, some people don't want us to take any days off, and that's the hardest part to embrace. I feel you there, RC. I feel you there, but y'all know how JB is. JB gonna take a day off. JB's gonna take a day off. JB got a lot of things going on for sure. And so once you set that expectation, though, you know, they'll understand eventually. Let's see. All right, so Samuel says, hey, Josh, game time. So, yeah, so right now, it's approximately 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. That's about how much time we got left here in this one. So now we're going to look and see what happens the rest of the way with UGA with the football here. They would love to go on a long drive, take off some time, score. That's ultimately what they would want to do. And if you're Tennessee, you can't let that happen. And for Laney's sake, we don't want to see that happen there. We want to see Tennessee make a play for Laney. All right, 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the fourth. Throws it. Oh, look at that. All by himself. Down there to the 29-yard line. So the clock continues to run with 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go. UGA gets the first down. They're going to toss it here to the back, and the back is going to pick up a couple yards here, about 3 yards there on the carry. That was Nate Frazier on the carry. His 15th carry of the game. So with 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth, 2nd and 7, can Tennessee defense make a play and get the ball back for their offense? Tight end goes in motion. Beck looking, Beck throws it, gets the completion, and yeah, he's going to be about 2 yards shy of getting to that first down marker. That's going to make it 3rd and 2. All right, let's see. Sports Kid said Oregon blocked a pass from Wisconsin and got the INT. And so, oh man, that's how it all ended. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, 3rd and 2. Beck throws it, and he gets the completion. And the receiver held on to it. They looked like they were fighting for the ball there, but the receiver made the play. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and UGA, they are moving and grooving right now. All right, let's see. Kenneth says maybe RC can tell you how to put your subs on the screen, or Braden might told you what to do. And so, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Meanwhile, speaking of nice, that was nice pickup there by Nate Frazier. All right, 2nd and 2 coming up. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 2. All right, feeds it to the back here, and the back is going to be just shy, I think, of that first down marker. 3rd down coming up with about 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth. All right, let's see. Samuel says, soon I go ready full drive tonight. Fourth quarter. Okay, bet. Meanwhile, referee says he's, still shy of that? So so Tennessee defense, no, actually they're getting the first down there. They're getting the first down. Okay. So at 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here. Current drive, 7 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes and 30 seconds in terms of time possession so far. If you're Tennessee, you know that they want to run this ball here. You know that's what they want to do. They switch the tight ends here. 1st and 10, front of 25. They're going to feed it to the back, and the back is going to get about 3 yards on the carry there. Second down coming up, 2nd and 7. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7. I need Frazier to lose a yard on this carry, but they're not going to let him run it. Okay. And gets close to that first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him or not. All right, first down. All right, soon Samuel's going to make that trip there. And let's see, Sport Kid said, got to watch the replay of the INT from Oregon, the block pass. And so I know I have to watch it. Willie says, question, what position do you think Hunter will play in the NFL? And so I feel like wide receiver is going to be where he ends up playing in the NFL there. Obviously, he'll get to play. I'm pretty sure whatever team drafts him and stuff like that, he'll get to play a little bit of both. But I feel like as a wide receiver, I feel like that's my guess. And he fights forward for 2 yards on the carry. Whoop, so much for that one. Three minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter against 2nd and 8. Let's see, RC said, I'm over here nodding off RC. You say the one, the only J Beaster. RC said, JB, I got to say something funny. We appreciate the humor. It's not the same when RC's not on. All right, so right now, UGA back up under center. All right, timeout call by UGA. Again, Bulldogs lead right now 24-17. There's 2 minutes and 38 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. And they're just continuously working that clock right now. And any type of a score would be detrimental. So right now, if you're Tennessee, time to try to rip that ball out. If you're Tennessee, rip that ball out. You know they're looking to run the ball. That's no secret. You got to go out there and try to rip that ball out. RC says, so yesterday a man gonna comment on your stuff and say, hey girl, how you? And then I was like, you said, and then I was in random fight stream yesterday and the male host said, I want to make Miss RC a guest on my show. Oh, the surprise RC. Would the surprise that he would have had when you're a guest there, it's like surprise, you know. Oh man. RC said, and that is why there's no more Caitlin Clark profile picture up, JB. It's my face instead. And so, you know what? I wondered about the change there. I did wonder about the change there. But man, RC said, that's it. That's enough. No more. And Samuel says, is there 2 minutes left? Right now, there's about 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. UGA called a timeout. So we're about 38 seconds away from getting to that 2 minute mark. And so Willie says, what's the joke? Oh man, RC said he hate being called a woman. He said had to change his face quickly to himself. Did the person correct what he said or just let it be? Probably just let it be. Oh man. RC a victim. A victim. Oh man. And again, we are at the commercial thanks to the timeout here. So if you're Tennessee, you got to get a turnover. Any way you look at it here, you got to create a turnover. Somebody's got to rip that ball out. If you get a chance at the ball, you got to rip it out. One of those, you know, helmets to the football type of thing, make the ball come flying out. That's your best bet. Otherwise, it's going to be really tough because they're likely going to take it to at least that 2 minute mark, maybe a little bit up under that. And then you're going to have to score again. Another option is, of course, if they do end up having to kick a field goal, blocking the field goal. That's, of course, an option as well. Let's see, RC says, JB, apparently not everyone knows Caitlin Clark and thought your boy was a girl. Oh, man. Let's see, Kenneth says, any funny stories that I can tell you guys? Oh, man, JB's got story for days, but something funny that JB could share right now. That is a question. If you catch JB on the right day, I can think about it. right now, I'm not so sure if any of these stories are funny right now. Oh man, let's see. RC says, "No, I told them both, hey, I'm a man," in your Cat Williams voice. Well, they respond to that. All right, so ooh, substitution and fraction there. 5-yard penalty there against UGA. Kirby Smart says that wasn't smart. So with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this one, again, Bulldogs leading by 7, 24-17. Back up under center, one back in the backfield. Play fake, looking, gets it to his tight end, and he's gonna get the first down and fall a yard shy of the end zone. He wanted to get in that end zone. He did, but first and goal, that does the damage as well. That does damage as well. Samuel says, LOL. RC says, are we in the third quarter? And so, no, RC, we're actually in the fourth quarter here. RC said they were generally frightened. Oh, man. That's funny, though. That's funny. That's funny. So, a first and goal situation here. Yep, first and goal situation. And JB's phone is apparently on life support now. All right, let's see. RC said, JB, if I post a recorded footage video, will I get a copy strike or a warning? And so, honestly, it depends on, I guess, the recorded footage, but most likely you'll probably get a warning because they will notify the person that you did that. And this is something that they've started recently doing because I noticed now, like they started showing me a ton of videos from the past that it says, hey, this video that you did right here, such and such is using it. What action would you like to take? Allow it or go for that, copyright. So it's a good chance you'll get that copyright. It's a good chance you'll get that copyright. So JB wouldn't, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. You'll get that. Now, whether or not you'll get a warning or a strike, if it's your first time, I think you get a warning. I think, but it's a good chance you'll probably get a strike. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you. I think the first time's a warning though, but I sure wouldn't chance it. I wouldn't chance it. Kenneth says both RC. All right. So again, we're at the commercial here. Let's see. RC says JB copyright claim, and so yep, copyright claim. And so I feel like at first it'll be a claim, but if you do that to somebody that's like big, could end up being a strike. Let's see. RC says Kenneth, there's two. Either get a copyright claim or a copyright strike. Because I feel like I've had like maybe one or two in the past when I was like uploading videos that did come across as a copyright claim. Luckily, I have not gotten a strike yet, but the Sports Blitz, I know he's gotten a strike for something like that. So, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah. All right, first and goal here for UGA. Can Tennessee keep them out? They snap the ball, and oh man, Frazier goes Superman into the end zone there, scores a touchdown there to give UGA the 2-score lead. And again, that's Nate Frazier there with a 2-yard rushing touchdown. And you can see the look of despair right now on the Tennessee fans' faces. They understand how big that touchdown really was. Again, that drive, 12 plays, 92 yards, 6 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock there. And so UGA showing that they can still ice them. Nico's got his work cut out because now you got to score a touchdown, get an onside kick, and score again to tie it. Let's see. Kenneth says, why you don't shorts videos, JB? And so I did one short like last week, but honestly, JB just by the time the news come out, like JB's always, I can't do it anytime before like 7 o'clock because I'm either working, and then by the time I do that, if I'm doing live streams and stuff, I just really honestly I don't have time when I'm not live streaming. I just like completely tap out when it comes to like anything YouTube related now. I just completely just tap out if I'm not doing a live stream at this point. And so I've thought about it. I tried to do one and stuff like that, but I'm only fired up now to do live streams. I used to do a lot of videos when I first got started, but right now, if I'm not there, I'm just completely doing other stuff if I'm not live streaming. My schedule's usually that busy to where even taking a time for a shorts is just not something JB wants to do. Laney says, dang. And so, yeah, that's real tough. That is real tough right there. This drive really just broke the back right there, honestly. Samuel says, game week 14, New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants, game winning. So who you got winning that one? Who you got winning that one? I think the Saints will win that one. RC says, sorry, Laney. Braden says, that's game. Very annoyed about the outcome of that one. And RC says, vanilla buttercream cookies. Where'd that come from, RC? Where'd that come from? Let's see. Braden says, will Tennessee make the playoff if they win out is the question. They would have to win the SEC for that to happen. So they probably would need to see Texas A&M lose one more time, Texas A&M, because like looking inside the division, they probably would need A&M to lose one more time for them to have a chance to get back at the top. They showed the percentage before the game. What happens if they were to lose? It drops to like 53%. So they still certainly have a path to get there. It's just probably no longer controlling their own destiny at this point. They would need a little bit of help. Let's see. Willie says, Samuel, I will still be flexing MVS. Samuel says he's in Alabama now. Hope you're being safe out there on the roads now, Samuel. And again, right now, for anybody that's listening, we're at the 2-minute mark, and Georgia's up 31-17. Kirby Smart right now is having a fit on the sideline. Let's see. RC said, JB, imagine someone so dedicated to their YouTube channel, they got caught in their job uniform on the channel at work blog, and boom, fired. That's another thing. When I first started doing YouTube and stuff like that, and I was working at this one company, my manager, he was perfectly fine with me making YouTube videos at that time during my job, as long as it, wasn't interfering with my work. He was perfectly okay with me doing that. So therefore, when the news broke, I was able to do a shorts. And well, at that time we didn't have shorts and stuff like that, but I was able to post a quick video, lots of videos, get about 3-4 videos during work time. But that's not going to fly in my current role at all. And by the time I get the news, it's already a couple hours later. And when it comes to sport news, if you don't post it like within the first 20 minutes, really, nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to see it when it comes to sport news. So it's not something that I could just do at the end of the day and just be like, oh, yeah, let me just do that. No, it's not going to get any views. It's got to be before they see it from somewhere else, really. So good point. Kenneth says, RC Bulldogs lose be good for Tennessee. That's another thing, because now that they'll have 2 losses, they'll also be in the same status as the Bulldogs there. So they would also need the Bulldogs to lose as well. So that's right. That's right. Samuel says he's hot coffee now. RC said, JB, yeah, I'm getting tired, bro. Oh, yeah. Braden says, this is why I like the new playoff system. It gives it a March Madness type of feel. It does. It does. Yes, he really says, I have gotten in trouble from posting on Facebook. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. And so, oh, Willie, what kind of trouble could you have gotten into? Oh, man. I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted, Willie. I am flabbergasted. We all get in trouble somewhere, you know. JB don't mess with PayPal and all like that because PayPal is sketchy and they got some sketchy practices there. So I got beef with PayPal. Will never ever go through them. They couldn't pay your boy to represent PayPal. They could not do it. But man, Willie, I'm like, what could Willie have done? Let's see. Samuel says he's hot coffee now at McDonald's. Getting some hot coffee there. Okay. Okay. Well, he says posting your work on your Facebook group, but it was no big deal. And so, okay. Nothing bad, but I get how that goes. Let's see. Kenneth says you got kicked out of Facebook for good because they scammed you. Wait, Facebook kicked you out, Kenneth? What? Oh wow. Oh wow. They scammed you, Kenneth? I'm sorry to hear that. Wow, that's wow. RC says Facebook is very, very strict. Well, I know Facebook groups are certainly strict, that's for sure. They almost, your boy almost got in trouble for posting in my own group. All right, that pass completed there. 3rd and 2 coming up with about a minute and 40 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Tennessee with the ball at the 46-yard line. Can Tennessee make a miracle happen here? Nico feeling the pressure. Nico running. Nico runs into his own lineman. Nico avoids with guy. Nico finally brought down. It just was a bad look. Nico may be in some pain, though. What kind of a teammate's telling you to get up when you see that the guy is really hurt? Tell the medical staff to come look at him. And Nico's going to the sideline now. That's not good. That's terrible. You lose the game, you certainly don't want to lose your starting quarterback. His own lineman is interfering with him. Let's see, RC says, for lunch we had fries, cheesy broccoli, okay, rib tips, biscuits, oh man, rice and chicken. Man, RC trying to make JB hungry, man. RC said, JB, what about X? And so I've had no trouble with X. I really had no trouble with X. Then again, old man can probably speak to X in terms of all the people that he's gone after from EA Sports and all of that to all the people that have blocked him and stuff. So, but I have not, I don't think I've been blocked on X at all by anyone or anything. I see that BYU is struggling against Kansas. All right, 4th and 6. And Nico loses the ball. UGA recovers it. And that's all she wrote for this one. The Bulldogs are going to win this one. All they got to do now is take a couple knees, as this one is a wrap. So how about that? Willie says the name of the group is called Electrical Wall of Shame, and you love joking. Your boss did not laugh. Oh, man. Braden says Lakers won, and so that's right. Hey, they looking good. Looking good. Braden says, good night, JB. Great stream. As always, see you tomorrow. That's right, Braden. Appreciate you for coming through. And just a reminder, everybody, that JB will be going live again tomorrow night for Sunday Night Football, in which is going to be the Bengals and the Chargers at 8:20 Eastern time. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not subscribed already and have that notification bell turned on. Meanwhile, Carson Beck takes a knee. And all that's left is to run out this clock. Samuel says he's out. By good night. Yep. Be safe out there, Samuel. Thanks for coming through. And good night to you. See you tomorrow. RC says, peace, y'all. Laney says, oh my God, that's 6. And so, yeah, that's tough. That's tough there. That is tough. But Laney, sad that this happened to you there. Sad that this happened to you there. I can just hope that you guys, best of luck the rest of the season, honestly. RC said, JB is goated. Appreciate that. JB feels good when I wear the Lakers and they win. I do feel good about that. Laney says, good night. Thanks for streaming this one. And said, thank you for coming through. Absolutely. Kenneth says, good night, all my friends, and see you guys in the next stream. And do you players playing in games tomorrow night? Do I have any players playing in the game tomorrow night for the Bengals and the Chargers? I don't think, you know what? I do have McConkley. I'm not sure if I'm going to start him or not in my one league because I'm really deep in one league, but I do have McConkley for the Chargers at receiver. Willie says, awesome, bro. Thanks for sharing your fantasy advice. Go Willie's Wild Team. And so I appreciate you for coming through. And you have yourself a good night. Remember, guys, don't do anything that JB won't do. And Samuel, be safe out there on the road. And you say the time is 12 a.m. in Mississippi soon. And you say, good, great game. And goodbye, everyone. And so, yep, that's it. The clock hits 0. Bulldogs win 31-17 over Tennessee there. And wow, devastating loss there for Tennessee. Art says Lakers going to win the end season. LeBron a again. Oh, man, RC. Oh, man. You say, okay. We out. See you next time. Yep. See you guys next time. JB's going to sign out now. Time for JB to get something to eat here. But you guys take care. Have a great night. See you guys next time.